Bold Boy 2 Jar of Despair is out and available to spookify your Halloween. The weird and creepy point and click is back, and I liked the first one so much I just had to help them make the sequel. That's true. Look at this cutie. Look at him. Are you gonna let Bold Boy fall into despair? I hope not. Are you? You better not, you monster. Bold Boy 2 is out right now on Steam.
Yeah, you know what time it is. It's time for the Geekenders podcast. MegaRan, Jesse and Dodger, what up? Let's go. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow and see what the Geekenders are all about. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow. #1 geek podcast, without a doubt. Yo, another end of another long week. Got a job and a kid, I know that you all beat. So take a second, grab a drink and vibe while we catch you up in just a matter of time. On gaming, comics, whatever you're doing. If you're nerdy like us, then you know you should tune in. Thank you for sharing our world with us. Now follow, subscribe, and turn this up. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow. #1 geek podcast, without a doubt.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Geekenders.
Dude, it's so early that as you were saying that, I was like thrown off because I thought you were saying Cox and Crendor in the morning.
No,
and I was just
no.
like, wait, what's he saying? And I was like, oh shit.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yes.
Do you have to readjust your mental, Crendor, when you're on like Cox and Crendor versus something else? Do you have to be like, you have to put yourself in a different mindset?
You think he readjusts anything for
yes,
anyone?
I'm giving him some credit here.
Yeah, I have to readjust on this show because it is so early.
Okay,
You
fair.
know?
Yeah.
That's the fair because
There's
I mean
actually light
we
in this
record.
room. This is a shocker. I've never seen this room that he is currently in have sunlight. This is a new experience for me.
It's been like this the other times I was on the show. I just think you're not hosting it at those times, so you're just like whatever.
The kiss of daylight.
Yeah. It's like otherwise Dodgers setting everything up and you're just here like goo, 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 yeah.
And that's all I want.
You know?
And yet here I am hosting because Dodger's out of town. I must stress to the two of you.
Uh-huh.
I asked you, I was like, hey guys, I want to do the show same time we usually do. Crendor, very opposed. Was like, what if we did it at 1? I was like, no, 8. He's like, 9. I'm like, 8. And so meanwhile, Octo was like, yeah, all right, sounds good. Anyway, I want to let you know.
That's not what he said. You put words
exactly
in my mouth.
What was
he
said.
just said, do you want to do the show? I said, yes. There's no mention of time. So then previously we did this Geekenders at like 1 or 2 p.m. I was like, Dodger's gone. We can do this whenever. And then he's like, all right, we'll do it at normal time. I'm like, we do it the normal time because of the British.
Yeah, well, shout out to the Brits watching. Love y'all.
I'm just happy to be here.
Thanks,
I'm just happy to be here, man. Look, I'm just happy somebody asked me to do something.
I just want to stress that for as much guff as I gave the two of you last night, I messaged you like, hey, see you tomorrow as like, hey guys, remember, tomorrow's a thing. I went to bed at 11:30 p.m. and woke up at 3 a.m. and couldn't get back to sleep. I am on 3 hours of sleep and I made the mistake. So karma doomed me. The fates have doomed me to be as tired as you two. So here we are.
Know, there's always the next go around, right? As much as the cycle of samsara continues, there's always the next time.
Thank you, bud. Yeah, maybe next time I'll be like a fly and have a few short hours of existence and be like, oh, thank you.
But then you get to try again, right? I mean, that's the whole. But
I can only work my way up, right? Because like you start as a fly, and then like next year a beetle, and then next year like I'll just work my way up again.
What happens when you hit the top?
You don't get to do it anymore. You get to be like, bye, everybody.
Yeah, you achieve nirvana. That's the exit of the cycle.
Yeah.
So it's like you go from fly to thing, but like once you achieve it, like what is the achievement? Are you God?
To answer, it's blue whale. It's the largest creature. So.
Okay. So it's based on size.
Yeah, it's based on size. It's based on size.
We're
we're kind of at the lower end right now because we've still got like tiger, bear.
Oh yeah, and tigers are way cooler than people.
Yeah, it's true. So we gotta get like bear, and then we gotta go like rhino, elephant. Then we gotta get into the aquatic animals. Shark.
Nah, people are better
whales.
than sharks. Sharks are trash. No, sharks are trash.
Really? What's wrong with sharks? Why
Sharks
do
are
you hate
trash.
sharks
Godless
like
killing
that?
machines.
He hates sharks.
Yeah,
no, I mean sharks. I think
we should wipe out every shark. Every shark should be removed from the sea.
All of them. What about like nurse sharks, like the cool ones?
Nurse sharks. What do you? That's like some Florence Nightingale syndrome. You got sucked in by the nurse sharks. They're taking you out.
That's the nurse shark propaganda.
Right.
This is, Jesse exposing Big Shark right now. This is they've got their hands in a lot of pies. Let me tell you that right now.
Yeah, whale sharks. You can't combine two. That's stupid. Whales and sharks as one thing.
You gotta pick one.
Pick a side. We're at war.
God help you if you get reincarnated as a whale shark, man. That's some dramatic irony. The Buddha's got it out for you if you get reincarnated as a whale shark, Jesse. That's some dramatic irony right there.
I think I'd pick the whale shark side.
You would?
Yeah, I'd definitely pick the shark side.
I don't think they really like do much to anybody. Like I don't got it out for whale sharks, to be honest with you.
Yeah, unless you're like an anchovy or something.
Yeah, true. They'll probably eat you.
Yeah,
but we're past that point.
But once you're there, you evolve to a better fish.
Yeah. What is this, Evo: The Search for Eden? Come on.
Yeah. Damn.
By the way, people are gonna get that one.
Solid game.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind. He gets it. Thank you. That game rules.
I love that game. And I can't believe it's as weird as it is. For people who just played it once when they rented it from Blockbuster back in the 90s or whatever, that is a game that is straight up just like, oh, I'm a dolphin. This is cute. And I do dolphin things. That is a eldritch horror game. I don't care what anyone says. That game's crazy.
Did you ever do the thing where you evolve into a human and you get the weapon?
No.
You can do
what?
You never did that? So you can make, how when you evolve, you can like make choices.
Yeah.
At a certain point late game, you can start evolving into a more human form. And then eventually you become a human with like a tool, with like a hammer. And it does like 1 trillion damage to everything.
I need to go play that game again. I forgot how, like, I know it's insane, but I forgot how truly insane it is.
And then you get with the spirit of the earth at the end.
Also, is it not Echo the dolphin?
Yeah, Echo the dolphin. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or were you thinking of Echo the dolphin, or were you thinking of Evo: The Search for Eden?
I was thinking of Echo the dolphin.
That's different. We're talking about two very different games.
Yes,
right?
That's why I was like, hold on.
Yes.
It's not my fault. This is like when they released Outer Worlds and Outer Wilds on the same weekend.
Okay.
That's not my fault.
Yeah.
So let's talk.
Don't blame that on me.
Yeah. Okay. So Evo: The Search for Eden is where you start as like a tiny fish and you evolve.
Is that the manfish? The little tiny manfish?
Are you thinking of Seaman for the Dreamcast?
I am thinking of Seaman.
You're thinking of Seaman. Narrated by Leonard Nimoy. It's different. Evo.
How many games can he think of that aren't the actual game you're talking about?
I don't know that I've ever played Evo then.
You should look up Evo: The Search for Eden. That game's really weird. But Echo the Dolphin is a good game. That is a good game. I do love Echo the Dolphin. It's also really hard. I don't think I've ever legitimately beaten that game.
Yeah, that's most people. I was saying most people only rented it for one weekend or whatever at Blockbuster, played the first couple levels and gave up because it's so hard. But like if you keep playing or if you cheat, it's like pretty eldritch horror-y and crazy.
Oh yeah. You fight the Vortex Queen at the end. You have to go through the whole alien thing. You know what I'm talking about, Crendor? Yeah, this guy knows what's up. Yeah.
I was looking at Evo Search for Eden pictures.
Yeah.
And it does look pretty insane.
Yeah, so Evo: The Search for Eden is a game for the Super Nintendo where you start as like a small fish and then you evolve and you can like spend your experience to like evolve different features for your creature. And you can get bigger size and like different tails. You can turn into more like a predator and eat smaller fish. And then you eventually like
What would you say the best feature for your creature is?
Well, I mean, bigger teeth always help. I mean, unless you're talking about like in general, but you mean in the context of
in the game. I don't mean in life.
Oh, okay. Because I mean, bigger teeth kind of help let you eat things easier.
Okay.
Makes sense.
But I mean, you can get like a bigger body, more HP. It's kind of got like RPG mechanics to it a little bit, but it's not turn-based, it's action-based. It's great. Game rules. It's a kick-ass game.
Very cool.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Hey, welcome to the show. We
Thanks.
barely did an intro. We jumped into
Yeah.
Evo Echo Seaman, and here we are.
Whoa.
Joining us today, Dodger's gone, for those of you who are curious, off with her very famous brother, who, if you don't know who he is, he's more famous than everyone who's ever been on this show combined.
Wait, is he?
He is a musician who
I remember that.
I thought
Yeah.
was like, I went to Dodger's wedding. It was very nice. Her brother comes out, starts playing music, and everyone's like, oh, lovely, lovely. And I was like, it's so sweet they have the musician brother playing. No, he is like a legit big deal to the point where Dodger and I were in a pub in the UK, just sitting there having drinks, and suddenly her brother comes on the radio. And we were like, what? She's like, I think that's my brother.
That's badass.
Yes. And so yeah, he's pretty popular overseas. Did not know that. So you can look up her brother. I think he has Spotify playlists and stuff.
I had a similar experience with my brother, but not quite to that level, but because he does a lot of commercials. So I'll hear my brother on the radio, but for different reasons. So he'll be narrating commercials. Or the weird one was they did a Capcom showcase. You remember the game Exo Primal?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They had a Capcom showcase, and they, you know how sometimes they like dub over the developers when they're talking about the game? It's like, hello and welcome. Thank you for checking out Exo Primal. And I was watching that showcase. I was like, is that my brother? And I had to text him. I was like, did you do a thing for like Capcom? He was like, yeah, that's me. I was like, fuck.
Crazy.
Okay, well,
Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's kind of like Dodger's brother. Famous in
not-
ways that I never would have
Yeah.
guessed.
Mhm.
And
Listen's, like I went to his YouTube and I remember she mentioned her brother years ago, and I found him playing the piano like 15 years ago, and I was like, yeah, that's what I remember.
yeah, no, he actually
Yeah.
is very. And so I guess he just had a kid. So she's back in the States in one of the
Aw.
Carolinas, being a good sister. But
that's
that leaves me today to host with these two illustrious sirs.
Hello.
Who I must stress,
Mhm.
I don't follow a lot of people on Twitch. I'm not like a big Twitch
You're gonna
person.
say, I don't follow either
Follow
of
you
these
guys.
guys.
I don't like
I don't
either.
know.
I don't like
I don't
either
like
of
these
them.
guys.
Never liked them.
Hey, I don't like you either.
But I,
I like
must
you.
stress. Thank
Oh,
you,
thank
Octo.
you.
I must stress that at night,
Mhm.
when it's like, I don't know, after
Like
9 p.m.
now.
here on the West Coast,
Mhm.
I only ever have two people who are streaming. And it
Ah.
is Octo or Crendor. And depending on which games the two of you are playing, I pick between the two of you to watch. Because I'm
I'm
like,
honored.
you're the only ones I have, and I actually genuinely am like, they'll entertain me. And you do every time. So that is
Hold on, wait, I
100% oof, never mind. You know what? I take it back. No, I'm all right. No.
Aw.
Get out of here.
That's when he thought, what if I bring on these two late night streamers as early as possible in
Yes.
the morning?
8 a.m. PST.
That's what I thought. I said, how do I ruin these guys? How do I really break them?
To be
And so
fair,
here we
I
are.
actually got like 5 and some hours of sleep, so it wasn't too bad.
Yeah. Cool.
So
That's more sleep than
Yeah.
I got, which is
More sleep than I
0.
got.
yeah. Oh, wait, when do
Yeah.
you normally go to sleep?
Oh, I would have been asleep by now. I just stayed up instead. So usually I go to sleep at like 6:30, 7 a.m., something like that.
So you made Octo just stay up all night.
Well,
made
he
him not
didn't
get any
make
sleep.
me do anything.
He
I
did.
just did that.
No, he did.
Have
He
we
made
not
you.
already established I've been punished enough for this? I'm on
No.
3 hours of sleep. I've got a full day of stuff to do. I've been recording things, and this is how I'm going to look the entire time. Trust me. I already have
I do
the
think it's
worst
funny
bags
that,
ever.
What, handsome? I don't see how that's an issue.
God damn you, you magnificent man.
What can I say?
Can
I
I,
do think
make
it's funny
you in
that,
charge of this episode?
I'm
Yeah,
complaining
my-
the most, but I got the most sleep.
That's the most Crendor thing of all of it.
It is.
It's weird. Yeah, the weird inverse sleep. Or,
I'm also just like a
sleep
weird
complaints.
fish, though. Like I need everything to be in routine and exact.
What
Is that like a
wait,
fish-like quality?
yeah, is that a phrase?
Well,
I'm a weird
It's like how
fish?
there's those fish where if you like the water changes 1 degree, they die. You know what I mean?
Okay, no,
like
I
that's
understand
kind of
what you're
like
saying.
me.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Very, very particular. A
Jesse?
creature of habit, if you will.
Yes.
yeah.
of course.
Exactly, a creature of habit.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I was just gonna say Jesse looked like he didn't understand.
No. I realized that on the chat, the word bastard was auto-filtered, and I was like, please, we're allowing that. So that's what I was doing.
That's you regularly
That's
call
fair.
me a beautiful bastard all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to make sure that was allowed, so that we could have everyone in chat call us bastards the rest of the episode. Just want to make sure that was clear. Yeah.
Listen,
Did we actually do intros yet? I just realized this.
I tried to.
I think
we just kept going. Everyone knows who you are. You've been on the show before. We love you. Thank you for coming back.
People might not know who I am.
Everybody
That's
knows
fine.
you.
I'm willing to move on.
I have to say, occasionally when I'm in the gym, I'll listen to Northern Line compilations, and he'll say Crendor, and it's like getting flashbanged, and I'm almost like, wow, I know that guy. The fuck?
Yeah, it's weird. Our old I don't even know what you call it. It's like a union of YouTube.
our old little.
Except we don't get
union,
paid for being in the union. It's just
True,
you're a part of it.
Yeah,
It's all the old.
I'm like really curious about the future version of that. So if you look at a lot of the younger kids who like started in 2020 and they started making their own little like cliques and groups and things like that. 10 years from now, I want to know what that vibe is. Will it be the same? Where it's like, oh, we all came up together in this wacky time. Or what will that be? Or they still be like, we're tight as hell, bro. Nothing can break us. I would love to know. Like the Rizzler, he's got a whole crew. What's the Rizzler going to be like in 10 years when like that crew, everyone ages out of his cool crew?
Yeah.
What's that going to be like?
What's the Rizzler cinematic universe going to look like in the year 2035? That's a good question.
That's what I'm asking. Those are the important questions.
We see even a lot of streamers like in the second generation right now. Like I would say if we're comparing this, we're like in the 90s, like late 80s, 90s, where it was like the NBA had like Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, right? Like all those. Then we had the early 2000s, right?
Wait. So
like
what are
your
we?
Kobe's.
Are we? Hold on. Who are we then? Am I like the Larry Bird? What is who are the?
Yeah, you can be Larry Bird.
The hick from French Lick? Yeah, I think he could be Larry Bird.
Right? Octo Charles Barkley, that's easy.
Crendor?
You're
baby.
Crendor,
I would be Gary Payton.
Yeah, exactly. None of us are
Gary
Jordan.
Payton.
We won't pretend to be Jordan, but we were around. Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, TB probably could have been Michael Jordan. He was like winning championships.
Yeah,
he was all
that's
over.
True.
I want to believe that, but like we're gonna get pushback. Someone's gonna be like, actually, I-Justine was Michael Jordan.
Nah, it's plus. Listen, TB still got his face on Twitch. Like that's
true.
like a Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
thing,
that's true.
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
Air
going
Biscuit,
to the
man.
age-
Yeah, that works.
LOL may as well be the Air Jordan logo, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
if you think
It really,
about
really
it,
should.
Yeah, it really would be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
really
what I'm saying.
is.
Plus, he always found Gary Payton annoying, but he'd still like, beat him in games. So like, it really does check out.
Okay, so then
fair enough.
you were talking about the 2000s. Who's the next group?
That's what I'm saying. So then you got your Kobe Bryant, your
I was gonna
Shaq.
say. Yeah, okay.
You start getting to like Carmelo Anthony, Dwayne Wade. All right. So like that's like some of these streamers. There's like let's see, there's like
Are you Googling streamers right now? Is that what's happening?
no,
Crendor knows ball, man. Crendor knows ball.
Dude, I know ball, right? I know
This guy
Crendor
knows
sports
ball.
more than streamers.
Yeah.
But I know, I was
like,
going to say, Crendor had to look up the streamers to figure out who these
The
people would be.
streamers, like yeah. But there's like I don't know, like let's see, which streamers
This is the worst thing you could look up.
popular
Which streamers
2000
became popular?
and 20 I would say like 2019. That's like a pretty decent.
Sure.
It says like Summit 1G. That's not. He's been a while.
Oh, but 2019 isn't the
there's like-
2000s ish.
That's
No,
well,
but
it's like
we're-
the second generation is what I'm saying.
No, that's
We're
like
not-
third gen.
We're not
Third
like
gen.
it
Yeah.
can't be like a 1-to-1, right? Like there were no streamers that got popular in the early 2000s. I mean, we're kind of like juxtaposing it a little bit
Yeah.
right here.
Sure,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
But I'm talking about like influencer culture. You got like Wave 1, which is 2010.
Uh-huh.
And then
Right.
there's
Yeah,
the
okay, I see
Wave
what you're saying.
2, which is like
Yeah.
2012. And those
Okay.
are the people that are like, oh, you can make money doing this. So that's that.
I would
group.
say I would argue, I mean, let me argue with you, who's been on Twitch longer than me. I would say wave 2 is more like 2014 to 2016.
That's what
I'll take
say,
that. Yeah, I mean, like it's just that, it's that period of like it's there's wave 1, which was the people who were doing it because it's like, look, this kid, he bit me or whatever. Like those videos where people were uploading and it was just for funsies. And that was like, or maybe that's wave 0, we can say.
That's wave 0.
And then wave 1 was kind of like when John and everyone was like, I'm doing StarCraft videos and now these companies want to pay us to do this. And then wave 2 would be that 2016 era where you saw a lot of like Markiplier and like that kind of thing. And then we hit this new wave, which would be 2020, 2019, which is mostly streaming, if you know, instead of doing YouTube stuff.
Streaming,
I'd say
and
we're
like
even we're in like like highlight compl. It's really just their stream broken down and put in other platforms to promote their stream more than anything. But like I would say now we also have like the current generation, which is like we have VTubers, we have,
you mean Generation V?
Yeah, well, it's also just people
could
that
we
are
say
like,
it's the 5th wave, so the V, it lines up? Look,
that does make a lot of sense. Okay,
work with me here. We can workshop this.
That's fine. But now it's like we've hit a new level of like everybody wants to do it. Not just like these random people that are like, yeah, I can make it. Now it's like everyone and their brother and their brother's brother. If you go, oh yeah, I stream or make YouTube, they're like, dude, me too.
Yeah,
like literally everyone. Like,
are you telling me that video of like you TikTok, I TikTok, you TikTok is real now? Everyone's an influencer.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
Everybody's got a phone because the problem is back in the day, nobody had a way to do it. Like nobody had phones. Well, they had phones, but not like at the level we have them now, right?
Yeah.
It's just like if you want to make a video, you got to actually use an editing software on your computer.
Well, the other thing to keep in mind is that like the quality of the equipment didn't necessarily indicate the quality of the content, right? I mean, it never necessarily has. Like people were making content back then with pretty low tech stuff. I mean, people were using just like webcams and a Rock Band mic.
Yeah.
Like people were still using it. So the avenues were there. You just kind of had to like get a little creative with it. And now it's just like, oh, you want 4K quality footage and professional audio is like, spend, I don't know, $400 maybe for like, you know, like super high quality stuff. It's much easier.
Then there's JP who's like, I'll spend like 50 grand on my setup.
Yeah.
He's been doing it for years. Yeah. It's like, all right.
Until you go into that room, you don't realize how insane it is. Like that man, it looks like he is hacking the planet. He's got monitors with monitors and monitors all around him. He's got cameras that like move. My man has like, it is crazy. I've never seen anything like it. He is out of control.
That's pretty cool.
He is out of control. Plus, he door dashes every meal. The truly chaotic thing.
What? Damn. Yeah. Okay.
He's just like, Crendor, how do I like eat more at home? I'm like, I don't know, just stop door dashing. Like what? No, right.
That's fair enough.
The amount of streamers and YouTubers just DoorDash every meal, I'm like, just like cook something.
Well, that's inherently the problem though, is you will find most streamers, most internet people will not give up this. They want to spend all their time streaming because that's how you either 1, earn money, or 2, fill the void in your soul that requires people's attention. One of the two.
True.
One of the two. And so you constantly are, I want to stream. So as a person who has to email or talk to people often, now that I'm on that side of the thing, I get why companies get mad at streamers. The amount of times I email someone and I'm like, it's been 2 weeks. I'm just following up. And they're like, oh, no, I totally forgot. Like, I've done that before, so I'm like, all right, I get it. But it's what happens. If you're messaging a streamer and you expect something back immediately, unless it has like, we'll pay you $12 million, you're not getting that message back. It's just what it is. Because
if it's
this is
Sam
the important thing.
If it's Sam stripping, you may as well just not even reply for 3 to 5 business days minimum.
I will say I do respond pretty quickly to most like direct inquiry. If it's like obviously not a spam email or whatever, like I'll respond pretty quickly. Like if it's a direct
Let me ask you a question though.
Request or business email, yeah, what's up?
When you wake up from your crypt-like sleep, what time is that usually?
That depends. Usually 2 to 3:30 p.m.
Okay, sure. And then when do you start streaming?
Usually around like 5:30 to 6:30.
Great.
Roughly.
I'm going to call out the fact that many streamers roll their ass out of bed, turn on the computer, and go.
Oh my, no thanks.
So
I need to wind up. Like I gotta. I'm almost 40, man. I gotta like my gears gotta start turning.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's you really gotta grind the gears.
Yeah,
you gotta oil them.
Yeah, you gotta oil them.
The whole process.
I drink my morning water. I don't even drink coffee. That's the fucked up thing. Yeah, I'm just raw dogging life, dude. I don't drink coffee. It's just like
you're probably the healthiest person out of the three of us then.
That is probably not true, actually.
Look, you hide behind this dead rat Miku, but the more I see of you lately, the more I'm like, this man is working out. He's looking good.
I do work out a lot. That's true. That's the other thing is I have to do that before. I do that before I stream. I know a lot of people, if they work out, they do it after, or before they go to bed. But I don't know if that's the typical or if
I think usually it's worse to work out before bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're pumping your adrenaline and getting all these everything flowing. So it's kind of
like can't you work yourself so hard you're tired? Isn't there couldn't you do that? Like I'm gonna break myself tonight, baby. You know?
Yeah. That's usually not the healthiest way to work out in general.
Okay.
Well, because I see it where you tire yourself out if you work really hard and then you're just like, I'm so tired, I'm just gonna go to bed. So you do your post-workout stuff and then you just crash. But I don't know if that's the best because like I said, I do it before I work out and then I shower and I get all made up for stream and everything, and then I do it from that perspective. But still.
Yeah. My thing's usually I'll wake up, make my coffee, have my protein kind nut bar.
Ooh, okay.
Yep. And then I'll open the door and get some sunlight, and I read my book for a while in the sunlight while
this guy's reading.
Yeah,
this guy's over here reading.
I'm reading. Crazy. I've been reading Game of Thrones for a while.
Ooh, okay.
I must stress, you guys have to, which you knew you would do this. That's why you came here. You have to carry this episode today because I played no video games this week. I did nothing of value. Instead,
I got you, my friend.
I was doing a bunch of meetings and things and trying to be a sociable human because next week my cousin comes into town, so I'm gonna shout out to Jake wherever you're at, dude. So I'm gonna be doing that. Jake and Jesse, JJ, we're gonna do crazy stuff.
The Cox crew.
Snake.
But we for some reason I was like, well, I have a lot of downtime driving around the city. I might as well listen to a book. And in my mind, I was like, I'll finally start tackling this Brandon Sanderson book I've had on my damn phone forever. And everyone's like, you got to read it, dude. It's good. And I was like, all right, well, I'll just download the audio and listen to it. It is 67 hours of audio. I looked at that and was like, yikes. So instead of doing that, I literally just started playing a old book that I've already read because it was a comfort thing.
6-7.
So now
6-7.
6-7.
I can't believe I missed out on that.
Yeah.
But so I all week all I did was listen to a book that I've read. Shout out to Ascension. Solid book, very fun. I like it a lot. It is best premise is the forward to the book is about a man who his brother is kind of wafty in and out of his life, and his brother kind of is one of those dudes who's very internal and very just a little antisocial and weird, but he's a genius. The parents thought that kid was going to win the Nobel Prize, and he goes into all sorts of metaphysical studies and whatever. Anyway, the forward is hey, my brother one Christmas just vanished, and we have no idea where he is. and my daughter is like really upset because she connected with him a lot, and years go by. I think like 3 decades go by, and it's like 1998, and he finally hears word that his brother may in fact be alive in an asylum. So he goes to the asylum, and the brother is like zoned out. He keeps looking at a chessboard and talking about how we're all ants, and it's very weird. And then he discovers that he has a bundle of notes, all written from 1991, that he was going to send to this man's daughter, who he was like really close with. And so he takes the notes home, these letters, and the rest of the book, chapter 1 on, is a letter written by this man to the girl. And essentially the plot is, in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, a giant mountain appeared, and he was tasked with a group of people to go in to investigate it. And it is so supremely great eldritch horror because it's written like in letter form. And as time goes on, time has no meaning. So dates start getting messed up and things start getting weird. And he starts talking about stuff that isn't even there. And it's like, there's a great example in one chapter where he mentions seeing people on a ridge, and he's like, how'd they get up there? And he mentions seeing his ex-wife, and he's like, why is she here? And then at the end of the chapter, he's like, Hattie, which is the little girl he's talking to, is like, Hattie, I don't know what I've seen, but I saw those men on the ridge. I swear I saw my wife, and I saw the man with the swirling face. And I was like, what do you mean? You never even mentioned that in the chapter. What are you so it's like that kind of book. And I was like, yeah. It's called Ascension. Again, people in chat are asking, but it's great. It's like a new age eldritch horror. Big fan. And so I was just listening to the book version on my phone as I was driving around the city this week. And now I've done that twice. 2 times I've read that book. So there you go. Or read and then listened to.
It reminds me that we have our channels of the almost. Yeah, it's all good. The almost too old for this and the almost too old for this, where we react to the youthful content, and we watched The Amazing Digital Circus.
Yes.
And at first I was like, oh, this will just be like, some show or whatever. And then we watched it, and then I instantly was like, this is actually really good.
Yeah.
And then I could tell Jesse was having a great time. And then once you watch like every episode in like back to back to like finish it all up.
I didn't want to wait. I was trying to be slow with it and trying to like not make the focus of a channel that isn't supposed to be exactly about that. But I just wanted to watch it to the point where people were leaving messages like, Jesse, this isn't your mandate for this channel. Is it? In fact, I was like, let me enjoy myself. Y'all over here like, dude, watch this video that you're definitely going to hate about some stupid shit you're going to hate. And I'm like, all right, sure.
To be fair, I did tell him to do that. I was like, we need more stuff Jesse hates to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jesse, stop liking everything.
So I found something. I found something I liked.
2025 is the year of the hater. This is the year of the hater.
I found one thing I enjoyed out of all of it, besides the Rizzler, who I still enjoy. And I just was like, all I want is to enjoy things. And I felt like Amazing Digital Circus is exactly the kind of stuff I love. And so I was in, and then people were just like, he's watching a lot of this. And I was like, there's only 6 episodes. Let me have 6. Let me have 6 episodes of something I enjoy, everyone. So, yeah.
No, but it's very good. If anyone likes, kind of like, like adult cartoons, but like kind of, maybe psychological thrillery, like a little bit.
That's Glitch, right? Glitch Productions.
Yes.
Glitch Productions.
Yeah, they've been killing it lately. They do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, there's a new episode in like a month, I believe.
Nice.
And so it's very much a like, you can pick up on things like, that's kind of weird. This is weird. And then you start being like, what is going on? Like, it's one of those things where it's like, it's an actual show you're watching and like characters and learning, but like there's some weird shit going on behind the scenes and you're just like trying to figure it out.
There's definitely like a strangeness to it that's fun, but also they're really good at setting things up. So in one of the episodes, they mention as a joke, because it's like, everyone hates doing the missions in the game that they're in. So he's like, well, let's have a suggestion box. And, everyone hates everyone else's suggestion. But there was one goof that they were like, what do we need? A beach episode? And I guess the next episode coming out in a month is a beach episode. So they do
beach episode in December.
Yeah, they do like really fun, hey, we're going to lay the groundwork for things. And so you'll be like, oh, I saw that 2 episodes ago, and now they're tackling. That's the kind of stuff I love. Octo, you played Final Fantasy 14. I love when they set up a thing and then finally deliver on it. That's the reason why I like that game. Is because it's like, yeah, no, we set up this plot point 4 years ago, and here it is now, and you're like, oh, they did it. I love that stuff. I love when stuff pays off.
4 years is conservative. Sometimes it's like, remember that plot point we set up like 6 or 7 years ago? It's like, that's still a thing we have to resolve.
Yeah, there was a major plot point from A Realm Reborn that came back in Shadowbringers, and it blew my mind, and I was like, oh, yeah. It's good stuff. But that's all I did this week, is I listened to a book. Listened to 16 hours of a book. That's how much driving I did in LA this week. 16 hours worth of driving. I'm broken. Anyway, what'd y'all do? What'd you get up to?
Well, I mean, we also did our live show last week, too.
That's true. We did do our live show. That was very fun. Thanks to everyone who came to that in Chicago. Everyone asked if we do a Geekenders, and I was like, what you really want is CoxCon Chicago, is what I'm hearing. Is what I'm. Yeah. All right. We'll see.
Yeah, it was fun. Everybody was there. We got food. We had Mathis and Alex and Davis were all there too. So it was just a big group fiesta, if you will.
Octo.
And
you need to know that at one point we went to a Polish restaurant.
Okay.
On Halloween.
Okay.
And I don't know what the vibe was, but I think it was some dude's birthday as well. And they were
let me set it up.
Please do.
Okay. I was like, so they got in Thursday night. So that's Friday. And they're like, we're going to go watch a movie, do all this stuff. And then I was like, yeah, we get food after, right? And so I was like, where do you guys want to go eat? And then Mathis and Jesse were just like, we'll eat wherever. And then Davis said ass. And then
hell yeah.
Alex,
what I'm talking about.
Alex said, I want Polish food.
Okay.
Which I was expecting Alex to be the one to just want some like crazy shit. And I was like, okay. So I looked at places. I was like, this place looks pretty good. So we go there and we get there, and me and Toaster Woman got there first, and we go in, and I was like, dude, this is crazy. Cause they're like playing straight up like Eastern European EDM is how I like to describe it.
Nice.
It was wild.
Truly my type of music. So I was like, dude, this is, and they were like all dressed up for Halloween. They're wearing like there's a, what do you call it? That one woman?
Let's be very clear. There was no dress code for what, there was no theme for this massive Halloween party they had. So the way I would describe it is there was a giant area that was one Halloween party, and then 3 tables reserved for people who just randomly came in to get Polish food. And we were one of them. But everyone else was there for the Halloween party. But there was no order to it. Like, all the waitresses were either dressed as, like, mice or cops, which I had no clue what that meant. And then everyone at the party, there was one woman who I couldn't tell if she was old or just dressed like an old woman. There was one family that was all different characters from I was about to say Wednesday, but the Addams Family, except like the mom was Wednesday and the daughter was Morticia and like the dad was Pugsley. It was wild. And then there was
Poseidon.
Yeah, there's one guy who was Fat Poseidon. And then
nice.
But then he was with a woman who I swore was Elsa because she looked like Elsa, but then she stood up and was a mermaid. I was like, all right, whatever.
Elsa mermaid.
There was one guy who was dressed like Zorro, but his date was like a countess. There was one guy who was just wearing a flannel shirt. I couldn't figure out what he was supposed to be.
Was he Paul Bunyan? Did he have a big blue eye?
No, he just had a flannel shirt on. And all this was going on while there was one dude who I'm going to say his name was like Vlad. I don't know this man, but I do know if you ever watch like any Eastern European like mafia style movie, there's always like the one fat guy who's like, right? That guy. And he was going around nonstop pouring drinks to people, like just constantly filling shot glasses to the point where they brought more booze and food to them. I've never seen so many open bottles of booze across a party. It was
wild.
Crazy. They were living it up. It was wild.
getting lit in the Polish restaurant. Why not? Right? It's Halloween.
Yeah. Then we had a guy come up to our table and he's like, I fought in a war.
Was that it?
Like,
and did he
No,
leave?
no. This guy
No,
walks up. This guy walks up
Okay.
and he's very drunk. And he's in a
Okay.
normal shirt. So I just assume he's like a dude. And he walks up and he's like, hey, I think he said this to Alex. I don't know. I think he's
Yeah.
talking to the whole table, but he's like,
Yeah.
hey, we're not dead yet. That's like what he said in the opener. He's like,
He's
we're
right.
not dead yet.
Technically, he's right. I don't know. That sounds like the opener for somebody that's about to kill me. But
Right?
yes.
It was a
Yeah.
little concerning. But Alex, because he can't not be personable, was like, yeah, man. Yeah, we're not dead yet. And this guy's like, yeah. So, y'all having a good time? He's like, yeah, we're having a great time. He's like, great, because we're not dead yet. And Alex is like, yep, that's right. And the man pauses and just goes, I fought in a war. We were all like, what?
Uh-huh.
And then Alex said something. I don't know what. And then this man goes, we're not dead yet. And walks off.
Yeah, back to the party.
Somebody go check on that guy like immediately. Like I'd be like,
Man,
tail that guy. Like
walked
make sure he's
off.
okay. Yeah.
No. Nothing was okay about this night. We were outside after we were done eating.
Yep.
We were outside and this man runs up. Crendor, feel free.
Yep.
Different
This
guy, same
man-
guy.
Different guy.
Different guy.
But from the party.
Okay.
Dressed as like a 1700s ballroom guest.
Okay.
All right, like that attire. And they're getting something from the car, and his friend's getting it. He goes, hurry up, man, my nipples are hard. They're fucking freezing.
Let's go.
And then they just like started smoke. The guy goes back in. The other guy started smoking a cigarette outside.
We were just like,
experience.
okay. Yeah. The best part
Badass.
is that the mouse waitress that we had, who was either 12 or 25, I don't know.
Yep.
After we were done, she ran out and we thought she hated us. I was convinced she was
Yeah.
not pleased we were there. But after we were sitting outside, she runs out. She's like, thank you for coming. It's so nice to
Oh.
see you. And I was like,
Oh.
okay. Yeah. So
Wow,
maybe it's just
alright.
like Eastern European kindness. I don't know.
Yeah.
Might have. Well, that's there's not
I-
much of that from my culture that I know of.
I've learned a lot about Eastern European sensibilities from Matara. I have learned so much about how they deal with many different things.
Alcohol.
Yeah, well, that's true. Alcohol and smoking, basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my. I'm literally Polish, German, and Croatian.
Okay.
So I'm like
nice.
just super Eastern European. That's pretty much
Yeah.
everything. It's like they drink,
Mhm.
they try to hide their feelings until they're drunk,
Mhm.
and even then they're still probably hiding.
And when the
plenty of
feelings bubble up, you walk over to strangers and say,
and it just boils over and
I
say, "I
fought
fought
in
in
a
a
war."
war."
Yeah, and you
Fought in a
fight,
war,
you fight,
man.
yeah, you fight in a war.
Yeah, there you
It
go.
was meanwhile, then there was Mathis, who's just like constantly high, but that's just Mathis. You know?
Hell yeah.
That's the Mathis experience.
That's what I'm sorry.
True.
about.
Tia's talking about like how dead gods need our praise or something. And I was just like, that's cool, man. It's like,
Oh, all right.
yeah.
yeah.
Sounds about
It's
right.
just like Crendor, you just don't know. Like the Ra is like still looking for followers. And I was like, you should probably do like a show about this or something.
There's never been a better time to start worshiping the sun god than now, honestly.
Right. Yeah.
It really has.
I think 2025 is the year of the sun god. I mean, that's what
Yeah.
I've heard.
That's-
Mhm.
I've heard
It's
that
a
as
year
well.
of a lot of things, 2025.
It can be multiple years, Jesse. It can be multiple things.
Sure. All
yeah.
right.
It's so what games? You didn't play any games, Jesse.
I played-
did not
yeah, you didn't play
No
any
games.
games.
Yes.
Let me get this rolling. All right. If
Yeah.
you
Oh,
were
boy.
to roll, if we had banners right now, would you roll
Uh-huh.
for Up Too Early Crendor or Eldritch Horror Octo?
Yeah, which one would you roll for? What's your chasing?
I feel like here's what I'm going to say.
Uh-huh.
Both of you, I watched both of you enough to know
Uh-huh.
that I feel like you're both going to start talking about the exact same thing, and it
Uh-huh.
involves horse girls.
Yes.
Yep.
You're right. You're correct.
Mhm.
So I don't care which one of you starts.
Mhm. Okay, so we're in the middle of a champions meet. We're in the
Yep.
middle of the Leo Cup.
We are.
I got my initial run of Leo Cup was amazing. I got 2 full victory runs and I was like on top of the world. I'm like, I'm great. I
Yep.
got this in the bag. And then second round came around and I got shellacked. I got creamed. I got walloped. And I was like,
Yep.
what is happening? And then I turned it around and I qualified for Group A finals. I grinded out a really good Summer Maruzinski. And now
what's going on in the game right now?
There's a PvP event.
What's the Leo Cup?
Yes, the Leo Cup.
Got
Yeah.
you.
Yes, you cannot drink from the chalice of ardor without first filling it with your tears, Jesse. You have to put in the time before you can enjoy the glory that is the Leo Cup.
So can I ask you a question then? What does the what is that called? The onsen? What is that? Onsen? What does that have to do with this?
Wait, what do you mean? The hot springs ticket?
Yes.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay, all right. I don't know. I've fallen off a little bit. I don't know what's going on in the world of the Umamusumes right now. But what I do know
So
is
he said they're like Owen Wilson in a fucking night.
Wow. These horse girls are really interesting. Wow.
I saw some guys rant, and it made me laugh very hard because only on the internet would this ever be a thing someone would openly, like, ragingly type. Where this guy, I believe he was Japanese, was saying that he was upset that the game was misrepresenting the onsen culture because all the girls went to it with a towel on. And he was worried that foreigners would travel to Japan and visit onsens with towels on, which is not the way you do it. And he was like, the end of it was like, I demand that they remove the towels in the game. And I was like, you just horny, dude. What are you doing?
Yeah. Well, they got to be careful because if you even think about a horse girl areola, the Yakuza will cut your head off. So like you have to be like true. Yeah, you have to be super careful about that stuff.
They are actually genuinely protective of it.
Yeah, like, they're like really like they're like do not lewd the horse girl, which is messed up because
they're like 16.
Yes, and also this is an official drawing from Cygames of Gold Ship. Why is she arching like that? This is the crossover picture from Grand Blue Fantasy of Gold Ship and Major McQueen. Why is she looking like that? Okay? You're the ones who are telling us, don't do that to the horse girls. Don't make the horse girls do that shit. And then they got her looking like this? What are you doing? That's from y'all.
I think they just don't want them to be completely nude. They don't care if they're in lewd position.
Yeah. Yes.
I was gonna share this, but it's a web MP, so like that's not happening.
Oh, sorry.
But the image is literally just art of one of the characters leaning over a table.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah, but
it is.
Here, I'll give you a PNG.
I don't think it's suggestive. There's like, it's a horse girl being like, I like food.
No.
She could be enjoying food in a
She's
different...
enjoying... but like, that's also the crazy horse girl. I know enough about the horse girl to know that's the crazy one.
That is the crazy one. Yeah, that is the psycho.
There you go, everyone. Now you see it. Enjoy.
She's the cyber psycho.
Like, it's fine. That is the least sexual thing I've seen about anything in that game. That is like, it's whatever.
Yeah,
that's pretty tame.
I suppose so. But still, anyway, it's because they're really particular about how the horses are represented. And because the people that owned the horses still own the image to the horses.
Yes. Yes. It's still like a real thing. It isn't they just made up a thing.
Yes.
Yeah. They're licensed.
This is known. Yes. Yeah. But regardless, yes, there's you're right. That guy is literally just horny and wants him to take off the towel, which
100%.
Yeah,
I just love the way he sold it as like, it is against my culture for you to do. I was like, okay, my man. Right.
That's the guy that goes to like Hooters and he's like, they're just wearing way too much. They used to wear way less, and I'd like them to go back to doing that.
They don't even flirt with me anymore.
Well, I don't know.
Leave him a big tip.
You should play Super Creek's career mode.
Yeah, the Goo
Babies. Have you ever played Goo Goo Babies with your life on the line?
I don't know what that is.
You'll know.
Yeah. What do you mean?
You'll know.
Anyway, how's your CM going?
I qualified pretty easily. I won like 3 or 4 out of 5. And then I've won one in the second
Uh-huh.
round, but I can't get that third one. Granted, I didn't like power grind out horses for this. I'm just using some like solid. Like I got a few that have like S medium. I got some like my summertime special week is like 1200 speed, 1100 power, so she's rolling.
Okay, nice.
But like I'm still only at one win, so I got to just hope I can get a few more in there. I'm not a meta slave. I wasn't summertime Marazenskying it. All right, so I'm just believing.
Everything that came out of your mouth sounded insane.
Well, okay, so I think you're having a stamina problem.
You just don't understand.
What's your special week stamina?
Crendor, are you having a stamina problem?
Yeah, are you having a stamina
Well,
problem?
I got a few stamina skill. Hold on, let me just pull it up here.
Yeah, let me just pull my horses.
Yeah, let me just pull it up.
Yeah. Here's pulling his
Also-
Coco.
I mean, listen, right now is the best time because they got the anniversary stuff going on. They're giving out free
True.
10
You know,
pulls for support
100
cards.
100 free pulls. You got 100.
Yeah, 100 free pulls. You're getting carrots every day.
True.
Tons of missions, and then next week's the balance patch.
True.
For the guts and numerous things. All
There's
right.
a lot of balance stuff coming.
Yeah, a lot of balance.
He knows
stuff
ball,
coming.
Jesse. This guy knows
Yeah.
ball.
Sure,
I know
no,
ball.
yeah, no, yes. Sure.
Yeah. But yeah, my special week has actually she has 1144 speed, 1154 power, and 677 stamina.
Your stamina's not high enough.
Yeah.
What gold stamina skills do you have? Do you have swinging maestro?
Yeah, Maestro, yep. And Dazzle and Diver, her alt.
Okay. Yeah, because the thing is, I'm running 2 debuffers, and a lot of other people are. So they're running 1 ace and 2 debuffers. And if she gets hit with like 2 stamina loss skills, it's like too much. I think if you got somebody similar around there with higher stamina, I think you'd be just fine.
Yeah, I think you're right. Like she's won a few, but not
I'm
enough.
sure. Yeah. It's just all right. That's it. Well, we won't talk about horses anymore, Jesse.
figured it out.
We'll talk about horses.
You only do the PvP? You don't like the story mode when you learn about the horses and like what their deal is?
I haven't read any story at all.
I do. I read every girl's story on normal speed first, and then if I run it again, I just speed.
Are you
through it,
lying to me, or is that true?
No. I'm being 100% dead. I read them on stream at normal speed.
All right, I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
Yeah, but what are you allowing?
This man to enjoy reasonably, unlike you, Skipper.
Listen, like I said before, to me, this is a sports simulation game. I'm here
totally
to simulate my stats. It craves, or it fills that Madden craving, but it's actually better than Madden because
it's cute anime girls.
Yeah, and they actually seem to care about the game.
No, Octo, they're horses.
Well, they're horse girls. They're Umas and they're also Musume. So this game has poisoned my brain so hard that when I was at Evo, I was having dinner with my friend and we went to the restaurant that was in her hotel and it was like in the sports betting area and they had the horses up on the screen and I was pointing to them like, it's just like Umamusume. This is just like Umamusume. Maybe I should just put a tenner down, like why not? Just throw it down, just see. I'm just betting that all the horses have a good time. Okay, that's what I'm betting on. Yeah, I just want to. I love that they have to establish in the universe of Umamusume that nobody bets on the races. Everybody's just there to cheer and cheer on the girls that they all do their best.
It's like I love this game. I think it's great, but
yeah, it's awesome.
The polls and the system are some of the worst for just gotcha games. I feel
it's not great.
Like the price of carrots is terrible. The clover system is actually just garbage. Like you may as well just give me nothing.
Yeah, I will say the one thing that they have that's good value is the daily carrot pack. That's actually a really good value, but it's over like 30 days or something like that. So you
get a 10 pull for like $7 or something.
This is amazing. You guys are like, I love this game. It's so much fun to play. However, it sucks. Everything about this.
I didn't say it sucks.
I didn't say everything. I didn't say everything sucks.
Yeah, that's like if you talk about some game and you're like, it's really cool, but like, there's this one thing I don't like. I'm like, oh, you hate it then, dumbass.
Yeah. we are sample. Like I said, we are sipping from the chalice of glory, but not before having filled it with our tears. Okay, we have put the time in. We have put the pain in. Okay.
Yeah.
And we want to, but we want to sample the good with the bad. It's a dichotomy.
What if you just played things that were good and not good bad?
Okay, like
The game is good.
Speaking
It's
of
just
good,
a couple aspects of it are bad.
Speaking of good, I've also been playing Voices of the Void, and that game's great and also free. Well, it's pay what you want.
What
still.
these Voices of the Void?
Voices of the Void is a basically you're working at a radar telescope array in the Alps, and it's weird stuff happens to you. And it's like a first person game, and you have to learn how to work this sort of like radio telescope array by triangulating signals in space and then downloading them via a really complicated, well, it's not that complicated. You figure it out pretty quick. These consoles onto these drives, and then every day you have to ship off a certain number of signals that you've discovered. Your base that you come into is also a mess, and you can choose to clean it up if you want. You don't really have to, though. But as the days progress, strange events happen. You have weird dreams. Stuff starts getting creepier. And the other thing is the technology breaks down. So you're the only person on site. So you have to go, like, if one of the radio telescopes breaks down, you have to drive all the way out on your ATV and go and fix the server. Sometimes at night. Sometimes it gets a little scary. And the other thing is there's like a persistency thing to it. So you have to keep your ATV fueled. You have to keep your flashlights with batteries. You have to, get supplies and things like that. So you have to eat. You have to sleep. It's really fun.
This sounds like one of those things that I'd love to watch you play, but if I played it, I would hate every minute of it. It's giving me very Pacific Drive vibes, which conceptually, I love the idea of Pacific Drive. I played Pacific Drive. I was like, I hate this. You have to like manage the car and the fuel and repair the car. And I'm like, all I want to do is explore weird stuff, run from monsters, and drive. I don't want to have to live my life I don't want to have, my car, I need a new tire. Got to go out in the woods and find it. I'm like,
you hate the realistic RPG element. You just want your story.
Yeah, I don't want to do the whole, like, you have to sleep. And also, you have to drive on this ATV out to this compound and do a thing. Like, if I did that once, all right. But the fact that I know I'm going to have to do it more than once is upsetting to me. I'm just like, what if I didn't?
One of the things that's really funny is, so previously in the game, because a patch just came out on Halloween. It's like a big sort of unstable version patch, because there was a big update back in, I want to say, the summer, and then this was the newest. So a lot of people are playing it who are big into this. So
did this game come out like a while ago?
Yes, it's been in development for a long time.
Okay.
And it's also, the other interesting thing is it mimics the source engine. So like there's a lot of little things about it, sound effects, stuff that feels like the source engine, but it actually isn't. So the interesting thing is you used to have to write down these hash codes at the different radio telescopes, right? And it was obnoxious, but not too obnoxious. They took that task and made it more tedious. So now what you have to do is you have to take a floppy disk to each of one of three separate radio telescopes every day, put the floppy disk in the server, download the hash code to the floppy disk, then bring the floppy disk back to your base, upload it to your computer, put in a zip disk, then take those
zip
hash
drives.
codes, shout outs, move them over to your PC, and then move them onto the zip drives. So instead of just writing down the codes and sending in the codes on a piece of paper, you have to send in a zip disk with all the hash codes on them.
I very much understand for a certain player, this actually probably makes it better of an experience.
Yes, I'm sure. Yeah.
When I hear you say that, I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No.
Well, so as what I was going to get to is you're tasked with doing all these things, but you don't actually have to do them. There's no penalty other than you just don't make as much money every day. So what I've done in my playthrough this time, because last playthrough I only almost exclusively did tasks. Like I did all the tasks every day. My boss, Dr. Bao, was super proud of me. He thought I was doing a great job. This time, I have done no tasks at all and have just cleaned up the base. I've picked up like every single scrap of trash I possibly can. I bought a power washer. I've been washing all the walls. And now in this patch, they have concrete, so you can patch the cracks in the walls. So I've been mixing concrete, patching every single crack
What does
in
that
the wall.
do for you?
I just love the fact, like, dude, they patched in concrete. Finally.
Yeah, you can patch up the walls now.
But what does that do to do those things?
Nothing, just makes the base look nice. And the thing is, here's the thing.
There's
Not
no
everything
mechanic
needs
where
a
the
purpose.
base takes...
Not everything needs to be, it's fulfilling. It's just some people just want aesthetic.
Sure, I was just wondering if there's something beyond that, where like there's a monster that's banging on the base, and you have to keep the base functional, or else you don't make the money because the base is crumbling, like that kind of thing. Or if it literally is just, I like it to look nice.
Yeah, well, okay, so like as time progresses, like when you first play the game, I don't think this is really much of a spoiler. Like strange things will happen, but nothing out of the ordinary. But like as you go on throughout the days, weirder and weirder events will start to trigger. And sometimes that means like, oh, the breaker box exploded, and now you have to go like fix the transformers and like out in the middle of the night or something like that. I mean, you don't have to, but you'd be in the pitch dark in the middle of the night in the base, and you know, you don't know what you're gonna find. People like things start leaving stuff around the base. There's very few things that are direct threats to you in that game.
Okay.
But there are some. And as you unlock more weird events, like there are certain things that can pose a threat to you. And you have to figure out how to deal with them. It's really fun. There's like what I'm doing is completely optional. Cleaning up the base, you don't have to, but you can sell the garbage. You can make a little bit of money. You can buy these like garbage bag rolls. And
I love the version of this game where it's like, I'm just here to clean and sell garbage.
Dude,
that just reminds me of the Simpsons episode where he sells the bacon grease.
Yeah, and he sells it for like a loss when he costs
yeah.
bacon. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so what I've been, but I was thinking to myself, and I was like, I know I'm like an astro researcher or whatever. Like that's my character in game.
Right.
But I would love a game version of that game where I'm just a janitor and I'm just cleaning up the base, right? Like I'm just tidying up and patching all the cracks and fixing the infrastructure.
That's actually a solid idea. And Geekenders trademark copyright. We're doing this now.
Yeah. Don't steal that idea.
Don't like every other idea we've come up with on the show. Don't steal it. I love the idea of day one. It also seems like that Viscera cleanup game, but whatever. This is space.
Yeah.
So day one, you go to the thing, and it's like, hey, we need you to go and clean the hallways. And you're like, all right. And you do that thing, and you do the whole cleaning. But and then it's like, awesome, good job today. Then you come back the next day. But each day you come back, it progressively gets weirder and weirder. Like the night before something happened, and you have no context or clue for whatever's going on. You're just there to do your job and clean. But progressively, it gets weirder and grosser and stranger. And eventually, at one point, you're there, and like, none of the scientists are around anymore. And or maybe like there is a scientist, but you know how in Independence Day when the one alien has the guy from Star Trek, he has Data, and he's like, oh, right, and he has them all like hooked up. That you could be talking to one of the scientists, but really he's just controlled, like the guy who likes sugar water in Men in Black. Where he just has like the skin on. He's like,
sugar, give me sugar, give me water.
Yeah.
I knew you were gonna take the idea and like make it into some crazy thing, but like I think Octo is literally just like, I just want to be like Power Wash Simulator. I just want to like
that's the game. I get
it, but that is the game. There's nothing else. Like you're adding story elements to it, is what I'm saying. You're like, I can't just Power Wash. I have to have Power Wash Horror Simulator.
Let me have these things. I only have so much.
You're so valid, King. You're valid. I'm just saying that, like, I like the game, and the last time I played it, the last playthrough I did, which was like a year ago, I did the story, right? Like, I did the events, I did the weird stuff, I explored outside, I did every daily task I possibly could, and this time I'm like, nah, fuck it, because really there's no penalty for not doing it, right? Other than you just get an email that like a sternly worded email, and I've been having a lot of fun, like cleaning up all of the base. And my thought process is, well, once I clean up the base, then I can start doing the daily tasks if I want to. But I think it would be fun just to have a game that's centered around like cleaning up the base. And
that's it.
And weird stuff happens around.
That's just Power Wash Simulator, though.
But it's not because
Yeah.
you can patch the concrete and cracks in this one, and you can't do that
Yeah,
in
it's
Power
additional
Wash
stuff.
So what you want is you want Power
I mean,
Wash Simulator, but with the option to patch stuff as well.
Yeah, but also you can
Yeah.
pick up trash.
And so you
Yeah, he
want
just
Power
wants,
Wash
like,
Simulator, but with patching and trash.
He wants Contractor Simulator.
Right,
Yes,
right.
that's what
Okay,
I
well
want.
then I
Yeah.
misinterpreted what you wanted. I thought you wanted a game that was similar to the game you were playing, but just that one thing. You want like House Flipper the game.
Yeah, I mean, House Flipper with aliens.
Well, all
Yeah.
right.
But like the aliens are just like, they're pretty chill.
Then why
They're
not?
there.
Then why not just do like spaceship cleaner? Where you're the
maybe I
janitor. You're
will.
the janitor on a
if it
spaceship.
existed, you probably.
Yeah, I mean, I
probably
think
would.
that's Mr. Cleanup detail, isn't it?
You're
But,
just janitor
you know.
on a spaceship, and you clean, and
Yeah.
that's it. And they're
It's like
but
people that are like, oh, how's Animal Crossing fun? What's the point of the game? I'm like, the point of the game is you make your house, you talk to animals, you have a good time, you collect some stuff, and they're just like, what's the goal? Like that is the goal. What do you? Not everything needs
you're
some
so
sort of like. If I
violent
don't
today
achieve it,
for having the most sleep out
this
of
is
all
what I
of
get
us.
for waking up at 10 a.m.
Yeah, I was gonna say you did wake him up at 8 a.m. to
My
do
bad.
This,
I'm
It's just like-
sorry.
That's like people do that with player housing with WoW. They're like, what's the gameplay point? Gameplay is just having fun.
Right.
All right, you know what fun is? Huh?
No one is saying don't
I've
have
never heard of
fun.
Yes, there are. There's plenty of people doing that shit. You're not reading. This is like when we
No,
reacted to that one
no,
thing, and then
Crendor.
Jesse was like, "I hope the comments section's nice." I'm like, "They won't be." And guess what? They weren't.
No, Crendor, they can't have player housing because it'll fragment the community too much, and everybody will just spend too much time in their own housing, and then they make garrisons.
Yeah, they should be spending time in Orgrimmar doing nothing.
Yeah, doing nothing, jumping from the mailbox and then onto the
Yeah.
fence.
Those were the
Yeah.
days when we just spent
Yeah.
5 hours in Orgrimmar and didn't talk to each other either in the city, but we saw each other riding around, so it made it more interactive in a way.
That's true. That's true.
Um,
Anyway, what else are you? That's Voices of the Void. You should check it out. It's
Voices of
great.
the Void.
It's on itch.io. It's pay what you want. The game kicks ass. It's great. Anyway,
I played. Let's see. I played Ball Pit, Ball X Pit.
oh, Ball Pit was great. Ball Pit's
yeah,
really
it was
good.
great. I've hit the point where I kind of got everything, and I'm just once you hit that point, I'm like, all right, I don't play as much, but it is
It's
fun.
One of those. Yeah.
Yeah. I was really in the MegaBonk for a while.
Oh yeah, MegaBonk's good.
Yep. Now the meta kind of settled down. I became a
Yeah.
meta bonker.
The pick 3 slop era, which I use that a positive in parentheses positive.
Yeah.
Pick 3
Mhm.
slop positive is that's good. I'm saying that's a good thing. I actually enjoy it.
MegaBonk
Yeah.
now has 4.
You can pick 4?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
That's
Yeah, but
it's game changer.
That's wild. I got to get back on the MegaBonk train.
Pretty much my MegaBonk thing was I hit the point where it's like, yeah, you go experience Chaos Tome. Like it's just a given. And then you go like Chaos Tome, and then I think either size or damage or there's one other one. But pretty much you do that, and then you just I think my best run was like 375, like 375,000 kills. So it's
Whoa.
like you hit that, and then you just kind of stand there and go, here we go.
Yeah.
And then that's
You
it. But
played
I locked
it a
everything.
ridiculous amount, like a ludicrous amount that I must stress. I watched you rise the ranks of our friends list, and I have consistently been in the bottom because I play exactly one day every 2 weeks, and I'm like, that was fun. And then I look and I see everyone like with 800 billion kills, and I'm like, I got 12,000, feeling pretty
Chat,
good.
you actually don't go luck tome. That's old gameplay.
Is that old meta?
Yeah, that's old meta. You go green credit card. You restart the game until you get green credit card is the meta. Or you
Wow.
play Fox, who gets 2% luck per level, or you get Fox with green credit card, and then you just ball out.
That is, you were balling out of control with that one.
Yeah. So that's the
Is
true
that
meta. 'cause
why
Then it leaves you
everyone's
another
Fox?
slot.
I'm the only one still riding around on a skateboard with a skeleton, and I look at the list and it's Fox. I'm like,
Yeah, it's Fox
Pretty good.
Noel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so, but that's kind of just become the meta now. So I'm just like, it's getting kind of old, whatever. So did that.
I mean-
yep.
Oh, I was gonna say, I think the one thing is like I felt early on, Quantity Tome was just so good.
It is really good.
It always just kind of is good because the more you're shooting of something, the better it is. I mean, that's just like the fact of the matter. And so it always felt like unless you're doing a very specific build, quantity tomes is always going to be the choice you want to make. Like that's
The
just
thing
Right,
is,
but if you want to
quantity
have fun,
tome,
big.
well,
Bigger is
True.
better.
well,
true.
quantity
Fill
tome
the
is good
screen.
early game. So like once you hit a point where you're getting like over 100,000 kills and trying to like progress, quantity tome just like falls off late game. So it's kind of just like it's useless, which is why you take damage for scaling or size for scaling.
Right.
And then you hope you get anvil, and then you upgrade your weapons to get stuff like quantity, and you get some other quantity, and then anvil just pumps the weapons, and then you're getting other items, and then you're pretty much also just relying on items as well. Like items are just massive, so that's just the meta play.
I love the way your brain thinks. You
Thank you.
exist in a world that I never will. I've never once thought about these things or considered them. I'm like, me
must
make
be
banana big, that funny, do damage.
He's got a good point. Big banana is funny.
That's
It
all
is funny.
I'm like, big banana, big rock is very funny. I like everything big is, I'm like, if I can't make it big, why even have it? That's
I mean,
and then I'm
chunkers
a
are
skeleton
garbage,
on a skateboard and I'm riding around. It's not meta at all. It actually probably is terrible, but I'm like, look at my skeleton throw bananas. That's crazy.
He throw banana, he also throw bone.
Yeah, and the way you talk about this game, Crendor, I'm like, this guy actually knows what he's like. This is real. I play Warhammer for real vibes. Like, you know,
Yes,
you're like, the focus you have is impossible for me to have.
Yeah, I mean, this is why we've always been the yin and the yang. You do the story, I do the RNG strategy. Well, it's pretty obvious. I mean, I literally play. What? Is it not obvious?
No,
It's
no,
pretty
which is the
obvious.
yin, which is the yang. I didn't mean like
I'm playing Stat Simulator with horse girls, and you're like, what if we add story to every
Right, but
single
I'm-
thing we play?
This is why we don't line up. I was asking, which one do you think I am? The white swirl or the black swirl? And you said, this is the problem. This is
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Jesse, which is the white and which is the black is not important. It's that they're diametrically opposed.
Right, but that's what I was trying to trip him up on, see? And he was like, I don't even want to go there. I'll step beyond it and hit you with math. And I was like, I wasn't prepared for math. And that's again why when
And I'm not even good at math.
Me,
I'm
booting
terrible at
resume
math.
for the first time. I wasn't prepared for math. Oh no.
Yeah, I mean, I just love RNG. Is really what it boils down, which is why I've loved like Blood Bowl and Warhammer. And anytime there's like some element of RNG, I'm like, ooh. And I think one of the reasons I love RNG is that I'm bad at games. And RNG adds an element for me to like win.
That's
Because otherwise
totally
people will
fair.
just meta sweat slave and just be like, I can't get the exact build I want. I hate this. And it's like, okay, that's part of the fun though, is that we add that element of you not being able to do the same thing every time it's like there. Like they'll be like, I want to play my Magic the Gathering deck, but I can't do my exact thing because I didn't draw my cards. And it's like, well, that's the RNG element. You have to hope you don't get land flooded or this stuff. And they're like, I hate it. So like,
when
I
he
love
says there, he means Jesse, is what I'm hearing.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's the yin and the yang. You're part of the opposite spectrum. But we still need those, right? For the balance of the universe.
Right. It all depends on the precipice.
We'll never be free from the cycle if there isn't balance. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yes.
It all comes back to the cycle of samsara.
Yeah.
I played the Resident Evil remake. That was fun.
Oh, okay.
Like the one on GameCube.
Yeah.
That was a good time. Yeah.
Why?
I'd never actually beaten all of Resident Evil before. So it was, and it was Halloween, and I was like, it's scary time. I want to play scary games, so I picked Resident Evil for the GameCube. Well, it's the Steam version, but it was fun. It was a good time. I can see why people like that game.
The very first one?
Yeah, the very first one, Resident Evil.
It's solid. It's just I forget every time. You know that very first kind of like buzzsaw trap? You know what I'm talking about?
In the first Resident Evil?
Isn't there like a room where it's like things? Am I crazy? Am I misremembering this game?
No,
It's been years.
So. I don't think there's a buzzsaw trap. There's a laser trap in the first movie.
That's
not
different. That's different.
Yeah.
There's whatever the case may be. There's a room that every time I forget that it's there, And with the tank controls, I just realized I have to rethink my entire reality.
Well, the nice thing about the remake is you don't have to play with the tank controls. You can just play with like twin stick controls. But I will say, when you with the shifting cameras with the fixed camera angles, that does get a little annoying sometimes.
Yeah,
because if you're playing with tank controls, you're always moving forward no matter what the camera is. But when the camera switches, and you're using the modern controls, it can get a little annoying. But other than that, it was fun. Oh, are you thinking of the crushing room? The one where the ceiling comes down on you?
This is gonna drive me crazy. I'm like losing my mind because in my mind, it has been, I think, 20 years since I played the first Resident Evil. So this is fair. But there is a trap room. Yeah. And if it's not buzzsaws, then it's crushing you. Whatever the case is, a trap room.
It's where you take the shotgun from the wall and then you go out into the small room and then it's like the ceiling's collapsing on you. That's the Jill sandwich room. You were almost a Jill sandwich.
And it's that kind of thing where I just don't. I always forget the tank controls are like, I hate tank controls because sometimes you enter a room and now suddenly down is up, and you're like,
yeah, it sucks ass, man. That shit sucks. I hate tank controls, and everybody's like, it makes you feel less in control. It's scary, and I'm like, no, it's just bad. It's just not good. Anyway, but yeah, it was fun. I had a good time. I had a really good time playing that game. Shout outs to Resident Evil.
Did either of you play? I know Crendor didn't. Did either of you play the new Silent Hill?
Oh, Silent Hill F?
Yes.
No, I did not.
I'm gonna try not to spoil things for the game, but it is fascinating. It's great, but mechanically, I am very curious how many people are going to follow through with it. So the new Silent Hill is basically Nier Automata, where when you play through once, when it ends, it's like one more playthrough, and then there's a real like, oh no, but this is really what happened version. And if you play through it the first time, you only get one ending. There is no other way to get another ending. You get it's very much like run through one of Nier, and then you can play through it again and get different endings. But then there's like the super ending.
Okay.
And apparently, shout out to Ashley Roboto. We had a great talk about this. We filmed it all. I'll throw it up on the YouTube soon. But like, there are multiple endings, and each one sort of gives you more stuff, right? And each time you play through it, you get more stuff. But that final super playthrough, she was like, oh, I'm going to play off stream. I'm going to do this thing because I played through it so many times, and the minute that playthrough started, there was more new things to find right away. And it's that kind of thing where I'm like, yo, that's very Nier. I loved Nier. The only difference is the combat in Silent Hill F is like, what if we tried to Souls it, but not have the like hardcore gameplay mechanics? Like the enemies are dodging and weaving and messing with you, but your character just goes, ugh, ugh. And you can dodge every once in a while, or you can time it so you hit them. But until you start getting really good like bonuses, it just feels like everything's a sponge. And I was like, I don't know that I personally have the patience, let alone the other guys, have the patience to play another 12 hours of this to get a little bit more story. And I'm like, it's good. The game is good. I love it. But like, we did it as a Let's Play on YouTube. That's probably the mistake. I would play it on stream, so you and chat can talk about it and do things and experience it. Doing it as a Let's Play on YouTube, the amount of time that went into that, no thank you. The editing and putting in the uploads.
2014?
That's what I'm saying. Was not smart. I mean, everyone was like, when we beat it and we uploaded the last episode, almost all the comments were like, you've barely scratched the surface. You can't stop now. And I'm like, no, we're going to stop now. Like, we're done.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that Silent Hill, I mean, I love Silent Hill, but I feel like combat was never the focus of the
Never,
game.
not once,
That was never why I played those games. It was for the story and for the experience, right? And so I feel like I've seen some of the combat. I tried to avoid a lot of streams of that just because I didn't want to get spoiled. But I caught a little bit here and there, and it felt like, and even the Silent Hill 2 remake, like, yeah, the combat was slicker, but it was, it felt like weird that, the combat felt more smooth because it was always just sort of kind of clunky because you're like just a guy, right? And in Silent Hill F, you're like just a girl. You're not like it's not Nier Automata where you're a robot built for combat, right? You're just some person. So yeah, I'm like, it was always kind of strange that they wanted to make combat more, I guess, action packed to me, but it's
sure.
whatever.
But it's not like the combat isn't even that. It's like, you pick up a pipe or an axe or a bat, and your options are swing, wait to swing when they are about to attack and you see a little flash and you can like hit them hard, or do a heavy swing.
Okay. All right.
And it's like, all right. And it looks cool. Visually, it's awesome. But mechanically, you're still like, there's a point later on in the game where there's like kind of a gauntlet of enemies. I have no idea if that's just what we did or if there's a different version of that as you play through it. But it's like a gauntlet of enemies, and you realize at a certain point where just enemies are coming at you instead of like, oh, I can dodge them and run around them, or I can do. When the enemies start coming at you and you have to fight them, you realize how quickly either there's no level. So like either we were underskilled, or they just had so much HP that as we hit them and hit them and hit them and hit them, and because our weapons have durability, we're like losing weapons trying to fight this one thing that will not die. And it's like, that's not very fun. I've never been a fan of durability, let alone spongy things. So I'm like, all I want is the creepy story and the like weird what's real, what's not thing, and like the cool messages that those games have. Like there's a lot of stuff in Silent Hill that's great. Combat's never been one that was like, and I saw in chat that was probably a run section. No. You reach a wall and you have to kill a certain enemy to get the wall down. We tried to run, trust me. We were like, maybe this is a run section, because it felt like it, because the enemies were not, it was walled off. So, and it just drove me crazy. And it's that kind of thing where the game's like, for another 12 hours, you can get a better, cooler ending. It's like, I don't know that after what we just did, I'm exhausted trying to get through that. I don't know.
Yeah. I having not played it, I can't speak too much to it, but yeah, I don't know. It's like, I want to try it for sure.
Sure.
I really liked the Silent Hill 2 remake, but yeah, I've always been a little confused about them focusing so much on fighting monsters, right? Because I mean, even if you're not like, a superhero in action, like it still feels like there's a lot of monsters to fight.
Sure.
Whereas, it just, that was never really my interest in those games, but still.
Yeah. I mean, again, solid. This is like Crendor. He's going to yell at me because he's right. This is a game that I love, but like I have a lot of things in it I don't like.
So you hate it.
So I hate it. Yeah.
So you hate it. So it's, you've heard it here first. Jesse hates Silent Hill.
Why don't you play a different game?
0% on Metacritic from Jesse.
Just gonna go over here. This is why I'm gonna reincarnate as a fly. It's deserved.
Yeah,
it's deserved
sad.
at this point.
Sorry,
yeah.
Yeah. You got your fly cycle coming.
Don't
worry, it lasts like 24 hours. It's fine.
Thank God.
I played the game Dodger recommended last week, which was Slots and Daggers.
Oh, how is that? I watched it. I heard NL play that a little bit.
Yeah, so it's actually pretty good. It's it seems like a pretty quick game, but it's like you pull a slot machine, you go like ka-thunk, and then you get your weapons. And then I was like, oh, okay, so it's just doing this. But some of the weapons you have to have the manual input, so it'll be like the bar goes like doop, 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 and you gotta like hit it at the top to like crit, or like the bow goes like, and you gotta like hit it in the bullseye to hit the monster well. So it's got like some elements of actually playing the game instead of just rolling the slot machine. But like it's pretty fun. It seems like you probably beat it in a couple hours. I played like an hour and a half on stream, and I was like, I probably beat it in another like couple hours. But like for some reason, Dodger has 45 hours in it. So I think
let's
she's
be
just
real. She leaves her games open for a
yeah,
long
she
time.
just leaves them open. So there's there's plenty of games. I look on Steam. It's like Dodger has 800 hours. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's not like Dodger plays it on stream and then leaves it open. We're all friends on Steam. I see when it's like 7 p.m. here and one of her games loads up. And I'm like, what time is that in the UK? So if either she's playing games late at night or she goes online to turn it on and then go to bed, either way, it seems...
It's insane.
It's insane. Yeah, what I'm saying is, I think we need an intervention. That's actually why I've gathered you here today. The three of us need to get Dodger help.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Sister Soup needs to be taken care of.
It's true. It's true.
By the way, I beat the Road to Empress, and my favorite ending I got, which I think was the true Crendor ending, was the one where it's like you flee the city. They're like, you want to get out of here? I'm like, yeah, get me out of here. And then you just become like a football star or something. And then they're like, your football team is amazing, and you end up like going to the Emperor, and he like gives you an award or some shit. And I was like, dude, there it is. That's my ending.
Oh, badass.
Yeah. Way better than the other endings.
Did you play that, Crendor? Wait, Octo, one of you? Jesus Christ, it's early.
What?
Octo, did you play that? Road to Empress?
No, I did not. That's the FMV game, the Chinese
Yes.
FMV game. I did not.
It's so funny to me. It's a game. Hearing the way Crendor describes his playthrough to me seems like he played a different game. He's like, then we ended up going and played football. I'm like, I wasn't aware that was a thing you could do.
Yeah, I mean, that's literally every game. I mean, even Baldur's Gate, I was the one. You're like, where's your team? I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't know. I'm more impressed that Jesse didn't die through some of those choices. Some of those choices are like actually insane to like pick. Like, for example, there's the one early on, and the one girl's like, why don't you like stay with me? And I'm like, okay, yeah, we can like, keep your enemies close so we can like spy on her, see what she's doing. And they're just like, oh, you die. And I'm like, well, if I would have known you're not going to get any other options after I choose this, I probably wouldn't have chosen that.
I must stress, I watched you play through this part. And right before that, the girl you said I want to be roommates with tried to have you killed. And you were like, well, what's the worst that could happen? Enemy of my enemy. Okay. I got to be like, I got to keep her close. And I was like, she tried to kill you 20 minutes before this.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Is
you got to keep an eye on her, Jesse.
Yeah, you got to keep an eye on her because you're going to kill her first.
Said he went to bed and then she kills you in the night.
I just assumed you were going to have an option to like kill her first. Like I was like, oh, we'll stay with her and like take her out. But they're just like, nope, you're dead.
And then
that's messed up.
And then he's like, all right, well, that didn't work. So my next one, I have two options. Either one, find a new girl to hang out with, or two, stay in the room covered with blood. And he's like, well, the blood room is pretty safe. And I'm like, what do you mean?
I figured nobody's going to want to go in there. I'm covered in blood.
That's true. That's a natural danger repellent.
Yeah, but then later on, there's a point where they're like, oh, you should eat this thing from the stranger. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to eat this. And they're like, you're dead. And then I was like, how did Jesse pick eat the stranger food? That's probably going to be poison. They're like, oh, no, you didn't want to do that. I'm like, dude.
Where was that? Was that when you were in prison?
Yes.
When the little girl next to you used those pills. It wasn't about you. It was candy. And that was just a normal girl. I was
how
like,
do you know it's not poisoned?
The girl in prison's not going to poison me. We're in prison together.
Why not? They might be like, kill somebody and we'll let you out. She could be a plant.
You
can't just be like Littlefinger it up. Littlefinger's going to be like, candy from a stranger in prison.
Littlefinger would be like, this person needs me, and if I can get out of here, they're on my side forever, which she was. She was ride or die for me after I got out of prison.
You don't just eat something she gives right away.
It was little candies.
In this game, everything's poison.
Well, I didn't have that experience. No one tried to poison me. I never had a scene where someone was trying to poison me because you were poisoned by soup all the time. No
Is
one tried
everybody
to get
poisoning
me.
everyone else in this era of China? Are people just getting poisoned all the time?
Apparently,
They're either
that's what we
getting
learned.
poisoned or they're getting hairpinned.
Yeah.
One or the other.
I never saw him. The only time I saw murder scenes was watching Crendor play. I never, other than that, the only times I was murdered was the beginning of the game when I was trying to learn what to do. And then when I tried to save this guy later on in the game and I made too many bad choices trying to save him. And I was like, screw it. That's it. Other than that, I missed every scene that was like, I wouldn't have even thought that Candy could kill me.
What?
Well, surprise.
Because no one else was
Well, I
trying to.
mean, what was it? Poison candy?
No,
They
it was just
literally-
normal.
they
It was
literally,
normal.
when
It was
you go to
normal
prison-
candy, and then I used it to convince the princess that it was candy that you gave to your true love, and they'd fall in love with you. And then she was like, "Wow, you're awesome. Get out of prison." And I'm like, "As long as I can take my girl." And the other girl was like, "What?" And so then I was on the princess's side, and I had a number one stooge who would do anything for me. I was little fingering the shit out of that game.
It was. I'm just saying, there's certain aspects where I'm like, if there was more depth to this part, I don't think I'd be wrong. Like staying with your enemy so that you can poison her at some point. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. But then there's like, it's just not. They're like, you're wrong, you're dead. So I'm just like, I just thought there was like a bit more depth to certain choices.
I think you
And I
just
think-
don't play a lot of like Quantic Dream games. You know what I mean?
No.
Like you're not doing Life is Strange. I've played so many of these games. This is like when you and I did that quiz about Gen Z and Gen Alpha, and you were very upset that it seemed obtuse. And admittedly, the
Yeah.
quiz was obtuse. Multiple answers could mean multiple things.
Yeah.
But just like these games, there's only one right answer. So you have to logically pick that, even though deep
Yeah.
in your heart you know, well, that doesn't make like
And I hate that.
there's like the very first one, logically, when the whatever, like the lead consort shows up and is like, whose pin is this? I was like, oh, well, a smart, truthful person will say it's mine. That was the first mistake I made. I learned my lesson. Never speak up in the court of the Chinese emperor. Shut your damn mouth and let the other ladies take the fall for you. That was lesson one. You just gotta like be like, okay, this is what this game is telling me.
Yeah, and I
Is
hate
it-
that.
Listen, there's no RNG. He can't get into it, right? There's
Yeah.
no, yeah.
I need my RNG. I don't want to like story decipher something down to be like, this is probably the option that is the best, even though something else could be a good option, but it's not the best of the
Ooh.
option.
This is interesting. In chat, I see Crendor never played. Did you ever do Choose Your Own Adventure books?
Not really, no.
That I think I did those
Yeah.
all the time. I
There
loved
you
them.
go.
That checks out.
Yeah. That explains a lot about like choice process. Because in those, it might look like there was one about ninjas. And I think the beginning of the ninja book is you start off working at a radio station, and there's at one point where you have the call to adventure, and you can literally pull a Crendor and be like, "Nah, I got work," and the book ends.
That is pretty fun.
Yeah, you can just walk away.
But there's other ones where it's like, "I would love to help you," and then you immediately die, and you're like, "What?"
Yeah.
So-
there were some Goosebumps ones where you had pretty grisly deaths. There were some Goosebumps Choose Your Own Adventure books, and you got eaten by a crocodile or crushed to
Yeah.
death or whatever. Like there were some that you just died in a pretty graphic way. It was
Well,
a
And
different
then
time. It was a
somehow
different time.
you end up playing football again.
Yeah.
I did not know that was a thing you could do until I saw you do it and was like, "What?"
Yeah.
Dude, I've been saying it. He knows ball, man.
Yeah.
That's true. I know ball.
He just went right for it.
Yeah. But I mean, it was fun to like play through it and everything. It was a fun time. It's just some of those options made me lose my mind. But dude, I also played the Tavern Keeper demo.
Okay, yes.
Now the game came out. It was actually really fun. I'm definitely gonna play it. It's very
Tavern
like cozy. Yeah, it's like you run a tavern. It's got like cozy graphics. It's from the people that made the game dev game.
Game Dev Tycoon?
Oh,
Yeah, it's from them. And
Oh.
so It's just you're playing it, a lot of
I'm
little
gonna have
funny
to play
things.
this now. Oh Lord.
Yeah,
All right.
like a skeleton guy shows up at the demo, and he's just like, "I'd love to work in a place like this," and you can hire him if you want, but like he has a chance to scare the customers away because he's a skeleton. There's like,
This is cute.
yeah, it's like a little goofy thing. Like an ogre guy shows up on his boat, and he's like, "Buy my beer," and then you buy the beer from him to stock in your tavern. Like it's very fun. So I'm definitely gonna play the full game. The demo is great.
I really quickly want to say this comment just came in, and it's so perfect because I know it's absolutely correct. I have only played the Dispatch demo. I don't know if either of you have played this game yet.
No.
But here's what I know to be true. Dispatch is a game that has you're playing as Jesse Pinkman. Sorry, I can't remember his real name now. But you're playing as Jesse Pinkman, and like Aaron Yvette is one of the characters, and like a bunch of Critical Role people are in it, and then a bunch of like streamers and stuff are in it. Whatever the case may be. It is a game. Aaron Paul, thank you. It is a game where you're a guy who used to be a superhero. You were forced to retire, and now you are the guy who is like the operator for the heroes to go do things. And
wait, that's the plot of that game?
You're like, you're the operator, and so you send heroes out to go do stuff. So the way it works is half the game is you're like, I'm in the office, we're doing like choice-based things very similar to Road to Empress, right? And then the other half is a game where you are min-maxing, where you send people to achieve objectives, right? So there's something happening over here, and you have to be like, okay, I need you two to go this way or do this. And the thing about it that I know for a fact is I hate the part that's like send people to go to this and this and this and send them. I love the rest of the game.
I think the talking and the
I love the talking, and I know Crendor would love the part that's like send the people here, go do this, min-max everything, and hate the part where you had to like learn about the characters and flirt with which girl you want to get with. You would hate that, and I'd be like, no, that's the best part of the game by far. And that is the difference. It is that one game completely summarizes how each of us feel about video games.
Yeah, no, we would have to dispatch our dispatch.
Yeah, we would have. I'd be like, okay, now you play, and then you do the dispatch thing, and then give it back to me, and then I play the part where I'm dating different people. Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of interesting. I thought it was all story. I didn't know there was any like sort of gameplay.
Yeah, there's like the whole mechanics are based around the fact that like you are putting characters usually together in groups to send them to go do things. And it's like, oh yeah, there's a weird break-in at this place and there's water everywhere. And you have to be like, okay, well, who would deal with water best? Like that kind of thing. But then maybe there's a stat that you want to send with them that's like, maybe if I put this person, and then you have to like, they all have friendships that then come to play later. So yeah. Also, I must stress, while I don't like the actual gameplay mechanic of the game, and I think the story is pretty fun, I like the story a lot, they are geniuses when it comes to marketing in a way that is diabolical. The way they've set this game up is there's multiple chapters. And when they released it, it had chapter 1 and 2. And then the next week, chapter 3 and 4. And then I think this week was chapter 5 and 6. All that does is ensure that weeks after it has been launched, it is still on the front page of Steam. Which to me, I was like, you sons of bitches, you figured it out. Because most games that have chapter releases are like chapter 1 and then a few months later, chapter 2. This is every week we are doing a new thing and it stays on the front page and it's perfect marketing. I'm like, they really figured it out. Like and you don't have to wait long. Like it's just, I don't know who is running like the show over there as a producer, but you are a monster, like a devious beast. And I'm jealous beyond belief.
It's the drip feed, you know?
It really is, yeah. It's crazy. And because they do the 2 episodes each time, it's like they really they really figured this out. Like, it's pretty smart. I'm impressed on like a mechanical back end side because it's consistently on the front page of Steam. And because it's there, new people keep finding it to the point where they sold 1 million copies.
Hey,
That's
let's
pretty
go.
wild.
That's huge.
That's massive. So congrats.
That's I gotta point out, somebody said that the Jesse Cox must stress count is up to 10.
When you put me in charge, this is what happens.
Listen, there's the take a shot every time Jesse says I must stress and our dear friend.
Oh,
You're gonna be
and
absolutely wasted.
Yeah, I do not recommend.
And here's the thing. One of those as well. If you have add that to the list. Yeah.
Yep. The Jesse Cox's.
Let me stress. Here's the thing. What was the other one? Crendor? I can fit that in somehow.
Our dear friend.
Look, let me stress. Here's the thing. Our dear friend Octo hasn't said anything in a while. Octo, hit us with something.
Yes. I was playing Goblin Cleanup. That game kicks ass.
Oh, we were gonna play that with Dodger, and then she never said anything.
That's right. She never responded.
It's real fun. It's like it's Viscera cleanup detail, but like fantasy. It's and it's got some little gameplay mechanics to it. Maybe that's the game I just wanted to play. Was Goblin Cleanup. Maybe I just wanted to clean up a dungeon, with my little slime mop and be a cute goblin that I can customize the look of. It's really fun. And it's, if you like fantasy style tedium games, it fits back in with Tavern Keeper, right? Where you're managing the tavern. You're a goblin and you go into a dungeon and you clean up after the adventurers have been there. And then you got to like reset all the traps and put all the treasure back. And
that really is what you were talking about.
Yeah, it really is. Maybe that's the game I just wanted. Maybe I just want to play more Goblin Cleanup.
And you did play it.
I did. Maybe I didn't finish it. There's still so much more of the dungeon I need to clean.
It does look very good.
It's good. It's really good, and it's multiplayer.
No, we're aware. We were gonna play with Dodger, and then she ditched us to play with other people. So we're aware.
Yeah. Listen, I'm still waiting to play or make the podcast with Dodger about home improvement. There's been I think 4 times where I'm like, all right, we're gonna record this. She's like, yeah, and then she's like either not there or busy with her family. She's got 2 kids, It's rough.
Family. It's like she's over there trying to be Vin Diesel. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. All about family.
I get it. I just want to talk about washing machines.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Crendor, we're gonna have to go full Jason Momoa on her and start launching rockets and stuff. Yeah, it's crazy.
Is that what he does? Launching rockets?
Whoa! Have you not seen the single greatest movie ever made, the last Fast and Furious movie?
No, I've never seen a Fast and Furious movie. I'm slow and calm.
Octo.
I'm sorry. What? What? Why are you acting that way?
Will you make this is less of a request and more of a demand. Will you make a 10-part, soon to be 11 or 12-part series or whatever it is with me, where we just watch and then make a podcast reacting to every single Fast and Furious movie?
Yeah, can it be called Slow and Collected or whatever?
Yes. It can be called whatever you want it to be.
Sure,
I just want to watch the videos with you and then make a podcast where we react to
like
them.
A book club. It's like a book club, but for
immediately
Fast and
afterwards, we watch it and then we don't talk. We just sit there silently and then press record and go.
Yeah. Like Siskel and Ebert, I got my little notepad out. I'm taking notes, right? Yeah.
I love these films to the point where, so I was watching the newest one, which I don't know if it's Fast 10 or Fast 11, doesn't matter. Watching the newest one, and while I was watching with someone who had never seen any of them before.
I haven't either.
Crendor, you have to come too. Oh my God. Everyone's involved.
All right.
The last movie is, it not only references previous movies, but there's a point where, the guy who plays Jack Reacher, I do not know his names, that guy. The guy who plays Jack Reacher on the Amazon show, he's in this movie as like the like new cop guy who's trying to track down these dudes. And there's a scene where he is described to all the other movies. Like someone explains to him the story so far. And it is hilarious because contextually it's what everyone's already known, but it's like these guys started out stealing combination VCR DVD players or whatever, and then now they go to the moon. Like it's like that kind of. It's like
go to the moon,
dude. In one, they go to space.
Okay,
it is incredible. It's one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my entire life. But in this new one, every movie they have like a new villain, a new bad guy who by the end is either dead or thrown in jail, whatever. But the last couple, they are clearly building to something. And this newest one, the bad guy is Jason Momoa. But it's Jason Momoa playing as if he was like a frat boy Joker. Like if the Joker was like part of like a frat. Okay. And it is one of the most unhinged performances I've ever seen. I love it in a way I cannot describe. Jason Momoa steals every scene he's in because he's like so over the top. And Vin Diesel's like, you gotta stop this. A lot of people will die. And he's like, wow. What are we gonna do about that? You're like, what is happening?
That was kind of his character in the Minecraft movie too.
Dude, yes.
Like, he was
same vibe, but evil.
He was kind of
okay. Like imagine he was in the Minecraft movie, but just evil in that film. Same thing. Right. Dude, this is all I'm gonna sell you on. At one point, it builds up to this. At one point, John Cena is driving a car that shoots depth charges into the air and explodes other cars.
Cool. That's badass.
That's where we're at. It's great.
I'm a 38-year-old guy, and I feel like I was the exact target demo for Fast and the Furious, and I sort of missed out on it.
That's because many of them suck ass.
Okay,
so like Fast and Furious 1 came out. It's like a serious film. It's like a film that it's like, yeah, man, we're gonna talk about like street racing and the culture of street racing.
And then it just started like taking itself less and less seriously.
It is straight up Saints Row. But there's a thing that happens that's brilliant, where like the first movie comes out, it's good. Second and third movies are like hot trash. They're not good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But then they bring everyone back for the fourth one, and then like you're like, oh, they're doing a thing, and they start to build up to the point where, as we get into the fifth and sixth movie, things start to get weird. Where it's like, actually, spoiler, these were a prequel to this. So like, there's a timey-wimey thing going on. It is one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my entire life. And then eventually they bring The Rock in. So now The Rock's a part of it. And because The Rock's involved, now it isn't just we're racing.
Now they can't swear. Yeah.
Now there's like, there's moments where they're jumping out of windows. They're driving a car from one building to another across the air. They are swing-shotting around jet planes. They are fighting submarines. There's a scene where The Rock and I think it's Jason Statham have like a brawl through glass like windows, beating each other up like they're superheroes. No one takes any damage. It's incredible.
But they're not superheroes or like special. They're just like dudes, right?
In the first movie, they are literally just dudes in LA racing.
All right.
And then by the time we're at the new movie, there's the laws of physics don't exist.
Okay, cool.
It's awesome. It's truly, it becomes the most entertaining. I love this franchise. It is pure turn your brain off. We're about to do something weird. The man gets grapple hooked by two helicopters, and he manages to drive in a way that crashes the helicopters into each other. And then he uses those helicopter crashes.
Well, don't spoil it for me, Jesse. I'm going to watch all of them and then do a
I'm not
report on
joking.
them.
We are going to do this. It's going to be a limited podcast series where it's until we're done, and then that's it. And then it's like, we're no more. We're not doing any. We're just watching this thing. This isn't
Okay.
even a joke.
Fair.
We're doing this.
Okay, yeah, I'm down. I'm literally down to do this. Here's the thing. I feel like I missed a lot of millennial cultural touchstones. Like, I didn't see Fast and Furious. I never saw Game of Thrones. Well, that's not true. I saw the 8th season of Game of Thrones, and I was like, I don't know why everyone's complaining about this. This is fine. And then I saw.
Then you'll love Fast and Furious, is what I think.
Okay, awesome. And then I never saw John Wick. No, that's not true. I saw the 3rd movie, and that's it. And I was like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I was
This
about to
isn't
say,
very
didn't you
good.
come to my birthday party to
No,
see?
I didn't. No, because I wasn't invited, Jesse.
Liar.
My God.
Liar.
I was but because I saw it with a friend, and she was like, "Yeah, we should go see John Wick." And I was like, "Really? I've never seen any of the other ones." And they were like, "That's fine. You could just see the 3rd one." And I was like, "I don't know what's going on, but this is fine, I guess."
That's
I
pretty
have
much how our
I have-
Cox and Crendor movie night started. Is I'm like,
Yeah.
I've never seen that, and you're like, you gotta see this, and you're like, what about this? And you're like, you're like, you gotta see it.
Yeah,
I have failed you. And this, I'm going to rectify this.
You're gonna rectify? Okay,
I'm going to
okay.
rectify this. I have
Yeah,
failed
yeah.
you, sir.
Okay,
And the two of you
I-
are about to embark
Uh-huh.
on a journey that you will never forget. You're going
Okay,
to learn all about Little
family.
B. You're going to learn about Little B.
Uh-huh.
I
Oh, I
might
know about
forget it
Lil B.
at some point.
You're going to learn. You're going to learn
Lil B, the bass
about
god.
family.
Uh-huh. Oh, I'm
You're
so
going to
ready.
learn about
Nice.
Mexican drug cartels and underground tunnels across the border.
Okay.
You're going to
Fair enough.
learn about secret submarines where hackers live.
So, as a quick question, Jesse, Gone in 60 Seconds versus Fast and the Furious, who wins?
Crendor and I, having watched
Good,
Gone in
'cause-
60 Seconds
Yep.
recently.
But there's only one Gone in 60 Seconds, right? There's not
Also,
yeah.
that movie is insane for one reason only, is it was marketed heavily as
Uh-huh.
having Angelina Jolie in it. Please
Yep.
take time this weekend, watch Gone 60 Seconds.
Mhm.
I think she's in that movie a total of 8
60
minutes.
seconds?
Yeah, she is.
Okay, yeah.
She
She's
has, like-
gone in 60 seconds.
She has like
Yeah,
6
that's why they
total
called it that.
scenes. It's
Uh-huh.
crazy. She's
Uh-huh.
barely in that film.
Because
It's wild.
I always thought the plot of those two movies were similar, but I guess they're not. Because Gone in 60 Seconds is about stealing cars, but Fast and Furious is not about stealing cars, or is it about stealing cars?
The bad guy of the first Fast and Furious movie, I'm pretty sure is a truck driver terrified for his life. Like,
Okay.
that is, they rob truck drivers of their combination DVD VHS players.
Okay, got it.
That's
They're
the
not
plot.
stealing cars, so they're not stealing cars.
No, they just
Okay.
have cool cars, and then they
Okay.
rob people and steal the stuff in the trucks to the
These
point
guys
where they're
don't
like,
sound very nice. Are these our protagonists?
that's the thing is Brian, the main character, he infiltrates Vin's gang. Technically,
Okay.
they're not good people in that one.
Okay. But then they become family?
Well,
Am I
yeah,
onto
because
something
when he
here?
gets in them. Oh no,
Okay.
they were TV VCRs. Oh, never mind. There was no
Oh.
DVD in there. It was just
Yeah,
nobody. Like when he gets in them, he learns about
VCRs.
their family, and he's like, they're not so bad, even though
Ah,
people are getting hurt.
yeah, and they are stealing.
And he's like, but they're like family.
Yeah, right. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Right on.
And from that
No,
and
I'm
from that point
a-
on, space.
I'm ready for it. I'm ready. I'm set up mentally.
This is happening.
Honestly, I feel like we need more movies with Matthew McConaughey bald. And I feel like he would fit perfectly into Fast and the Furious as like an evil villain that has the bald goatee.
Mhm.
Because like that truly was the best Matthew McConaughey.
Crendor just
Rain
watched
of
Rain of
Fire.
Fire recently, and
The movie with the
that's
dragons?
best. Yes,
Yeah.
that's the best McConaughey that's ever existed.
Does he get his
Yeah.
hair burnt off, or is he?
No, he
bald
just
from the-
shows up. The
bald?
first time you see him,
Oh, okay.
he's got a whole beard thing, and he's got like tats everywhere, and his shirt's half off, and he's bald. And he's like,
He's got a cigar.
oh yeah, he has a cigar he never smokes. He only chews on. And he's like,
Yeah.
I love to hunt dragons.
Okay.
I'm here from America.
I remember seeing
dragons.
previews for that movie, but I never saw it. And
It
that was like
is-
smack dab in my dragon phase. I
Dude,
should've-
it is
should've seen
a
that.
solid 7 out of 10. It's like the
Okay. It
best
really is.
7 out of 10 you'll ever see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It's a movie that I think could have used 30 more minutes of like character development, but the stuff that happens on screen, you're like, yo, that's awesome. But
It's fun.
There's moments where you're just like, who was that character? Well, it doesn't matter. They're gone now.
Yeah. That's still a fun movie.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Well,
But did any of you play Arc Raiders? That's everyone's on my Twitch list.
no.
Nah.
No.
That's not.
Yeah,
nah. We don't do that here. No. That's not.
Yeah, I
Even
saw
I
a lot
don't
of people
play that.
saying it's like game of the year, dude. I'm like, all right. I'm not a PvP person anymore. I just don't do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's like an extraction. It's like Tarkov, right?
Yeah.
Because I never even played Tarkov. I
Yeah,
was like,
neither did I.
everybody's playing this. I'm gonna not play it. Although I
played-
did pick up Escape from Dukov.
Jesus Christ.
I
Just to see.
played the only extraction shooter, quote unquote, I played was Dark and Darker, and I played it like 4 times, and that was it. And I thought it was all right. I just don't think it's my genre.
What's like the premise of the genre? Because I don't even really know. I just know you
So-
like get loot.
So it's like you go into a map with a bunch of other people, and you pick up loot, and then you can leave, and you can kill. There's PvE, so you can fight NPCs, or there's PvP. But it's not necessary. You just have to escape. You just have to leave at some point. I think I think that's as I understand it, because I'm not an expert in the genre. That's basically how
like
I-
extraction
how I
shooters?
know. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you plus team or you by yourself, I don't know, have an objective. You hit the objective, you do the thing or get the item, whatever, and then you must escape. So it's
But there's
like
also
it's
other
like a
people there.
two-phase. Yeah, so it's like everyone's trying to get the thing. Okay, who got the thing? Well, let's kill that person now and try to get the thing. It's like a compelling genre, except I'm just not I'm over the PvP thing. It's not because I don't like it. I get too salty. Like I just can't.
You do.
I can't be that person. I'm like, no. I'll stick with my game where I'm like, which one do I choose? The blonde superhero or the dark-haired superhero? I like them both. That's me. I don't want to do anything else. I don't want to be like, I have to get the painting out of the museum and shoot 30 guys while I do it and then try to get to the extraction point. Like it's not for me.
See, I like that, but I'm also getting to the point where I have to watch my adrenaline. You know, like playing League of Legends, I can't do that anymore.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like it's too much. But it's like the old athlete, right? They're still in their 40s, 50s, like, but I want to play again. But I'm like, I can't do it. I can't handle it. My body's just not capable anymore.
That's how I felt when I went to Evo, and I was like, I was in tournament, and I was playing, and I was like, God, I'm getting old, man. I'm getting sweaty while playing, like literally.
Yeah.
Like I'm my body's heating up. I was like, I can't do this anymore. It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
but it's still fun.
Yeah. No, it's because I loved PUBG in the Battle Royale days. I didn't really like once the Fortnites hit, because that even was too much. It's like you gotta build shit, and I'm like, I'm bad at this.
Yeah,
So it's
Have we officially reached Unk status? Is that who we are?
people call me
yeah,
Octo Pimp. I'm
100%.
already there.
Unk
Yeah.
dope? Great.
I-
Love that.
Yeah, I know it's a good
I've
one.
been called
It's a good one.
Unctor.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Jesse, you don't
Jesse's
have an easy one to crowbar it in there. So
Yeah.
you got off.
Yeah,
safe.
no, I got off easy.
Yeah,
With
yeah,
my
yeah.
name, no one makes fun of it at all. We're good.
Yeah. I think you're safe on that
Yeah.
front.
Yeah.
I think we're approaching terminal Unk.
Yeah, and you don't want to hit Terminal Unk.
Yeah, you don't want to hit terminal Unk. There's no going
Yeah.
back from that. Yeah. I don't think you can backstep from that. You're set.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah.
All right. We have to start wrapping this up with news now.
Oh,
Since
yes.
we're running out of time. But
Uh-oh.
I want to say,
Mhm.
feel free to roast me, because I just looked over at the news notes I have. And the first line of notes is, let me stress, I want to do good news.
Okay. All right.
Put another
Is
tally.
that 11?
There you
I think
go.
it's
Add
11.
a tally.
We're up to 11. Yeah.
Yes, no, I want to do good news. I really do. I really, really do. So we'll start with some good things, but most of the news sucks this week.
All right, great.
Switch 2 version of Sonic Racing Cross Worlds is getting a release date. Also, we have our friends at Yogscast Games have 2 new games coming out next year. That's stuff they just announced.
Oh, yeah.
Pokemon ZA Mega Dimension is coming out December 10th. Right now, this weekend only. Also, the original Bulb Boy is totally free. If you want to play that game, you definitely can. It's a point and click, kind of creepy horror game, but it's also very cute. The sequel's out now, but that first one is free this weekend. So, bing, go pick that up. Anyway. 1943 Rise of Hydra, the newest game from Amy Hennig and the creative director of Uncharted, that kind of stuff. It's basically Black Panther and Captain America uniting to stop Hydra. Well, according to Skydance Games Twitter, the game is being pushed back until early I guess it's coming out. It was going to be early 2026. Now it's sometime past that.
Just like GTA.
Yeah, yes. Speaking of delays, Grand Theft Auto 6 also delayed again.
Wait, delayed again? Okay.
The game, which had an official release date of fall 2025, then May 2026, is now November 19th, 2026.
Okay. All right.
They said in one of the, it's just... We're sorry for adding additional time to what we realize has been a long wait, but these extra months will allow us to finish the game with the level of polish you have come to expect and deserve. With the most robust pipeline in our company's history, we expect to achieve record levels of net bookings in fiscal 2027, which will establish a new baseline for our business and set us on a path of enhanced profitability. I hate when executives talk. I hate
this here. I hate it here.
Like that, right? When I hear that, all I hear is, how long can we keep investors interested before the game actually comes out?
You know, I was doing, you couldn't see me, but I was doing the little hand puppet talk motion while you were doing that. Like that, I was doing that.
Yeah. Then NetEase, once again, closing another studio. This time it's Bad Brain Games, I believe, the dev team behind the former Ubisoft game who did Midnight Riders was their game they were trying to work on, but I guess that was not doing well. They lost their publisher, and then they tried to find a new publisher, and no one picked up the game at all. So they're closing the studio, and that's the way that is.
Sad.
Yes. Then Square Enix laid off, or is going to lay off nearly all areas of its Western business, according to those who are privy to the information. I guess they had an all-hands meeting, and the company said they're implementing overseas structural reform to create a more lean and agile business abroad. Details of the restructure can be shared at a later date, they said, but staff were told that all the roles that are being cut and employees that are going to be asked to leave will be told, I guess, on Thursday. This includes IT, marketing, publishing, sales, Q&A, business planning, and more. Thursday's layoff announcements arrive on the same day, hilariously, and by hilariously, I mean ironically, that Square Enix said it was going to spend most of its time looking at AI, generative AI, for its QA and debugging work. So that's cool. That's neat. But then
artificial intelligence.
Didn't you say you were going to focus on good news this week?
No. I said there's so much bad news. I tried to get the good news out of the way. But don't worry, we do have some good news. This last story I actually really enjoy, and it reminds me of the old days of Blizzard. I don't know if they still do this, but I loved this. Obsidian Entertainment is going to wrap up this week with some good news, or at least I think is. So the Outer Worlds Avowed Grounded Studio has a system where new employees pick one of 3 classes to be, and then they continue to receive gifts for staying with the company up to 20 total years based on those classes. Speaking about the studio's high staff retention rate, they said that we have this employee tenure gifts that we just rolled out, and basically it's a lot of fun stuff. So if you want to be a warrior or a rogue or a wizard, what you get is based on what you've chosen And so it might start with like dice that are branded for like your class, but essentially you can get things like a shield and then an axe and then a helm if you're a warrior, or if you're a wizard, you can get a cloak and a staff and that. I was like, that's fun.
Or a grimoire.
Yes, I love that. That's very cool. It's what Blizzard used to do for high retention, where they would have employees and it would start with like, oh, you get a mug and then you get a sword and then you get, like, they would keep giving you stuff to be like, please stay. We love you here and we value you. So like, we're going to gamify your employment here, which genuinely for a video game company is pretty fun. Like, that's fun.
Yeah.
And so I love that Obsidian doing it right. And so I figured that's the fun way to end this. Barely a news story, but it's one of the few things I found this week that was like genuinely fun and not like, oh yeah, no, the industry's a shit show.
That is kind of nice. That's kind of nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
And that is the news. All right. Gents, thanks again, as always. Crendor, what are you up to this week?
Let's see. This week, pointless top 10s over on the YouTube channel for WoW. Just keep pumping them. You know, that's what it's all about. Just did crypts, did creepy places. Been doing compilations now of just like 3 hours of creepy stuff to fall asleep to. 3 hours.
Non-content.
Yep. So doing those. I got to react to Jesse still from the video for yesterday he did on the Too Old for This channel, on the old almost
Get ready,
Too Old
dude.
for This channel.
Get ready.
I'm ready. Well, I guess. And then we got youtube.com/Cox and Crendor podcast. If you want to hear me and Jesse talk every week about nothing.
The live show is this week's episode. Enjoy.
Oh yeah, we got the live show this week for, no video, but you can hear the audio. Video's only for the ticket payers.
Yeah, damn it.
Paid for tickets and travel.
Although we did promise 2027 we have to record it.
That is true. We
made that promise. Yeah.
Yep. And then you can also go to DodgerCoffeeCo.com and use code Crendor10. That's right. CRENDOR10 all together to get 10% off your Dodger coffee purchase. And I would probably purchase a sloth roast with that, the midnight sloth roast, which is also available in bundle form with Dodger's normal Dodger coffee. What a deal.
What a treat.
What a treat. And I think that's it.
Octo, what are you up to?
Oh, wait, on Twitch TV Crendor.
Am I good?
No, you're good now. No, you're good.
Okay. Well, I'm apparently watching all the Fast and the Furious movies. This
is happening.
As of maybe like 20 minutes ago. No, I think I'm going to be playing a little more Voices of the Void. I also want to start Digimon Time Stranger because, brother, I love Digimon, and that Digimon
that was really
game
good.
Apparently the game's really good. Because
I have only ever seen clips of some Digimon's boobs.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of those. You're gonna have to be far more specific.
Also, one's a gun. Whatever. We can't talk about that.
You're probably talking about Gundramon, but that's neither here nor there. So I really want to start that. I love Digimon. I'm a big fan, so I'll probably get to that at some point. Yeah, and I don't know, working on my VTuber project eventually. That'll happen someday. And other than that, I'm Ratsune Miku. Yippee.
It's more like when it's just a static image, it's fine. But when you move it, it's sad. It's like
rat eyes.
It gives me like 90s Cartoon Network vibes.
Yeah, it's very Angela Anaconda.
Will you do me a favor? And as you move, will you just move your character really quick?
Sure.
We have a pepper bar. Right? The Quiznos guys?
Yeah. Very rather good.
Oh yeah, the Quiznos.
Yeah.
The Quiznos guys.
We love her because she sings to us.
Yes.
We love Miku. Get me out of here. Play me off.
All right, that's it. We'll see y'all next time. Goodbye, everybody. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
See you.
Yeah, you know what time it is. It's time for the Geekenders podcast. MegaRan, Jesse and Dodger, what up? Let's go. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow and see what the Geekenders are all about. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow. #1 geek podcast without a doubt. Yo, another end of another long week. Got a job and a kid, I know that you all beat. So take a second, grab a drink and vibe while we catch you up in just a matter of time. On gaming, comics, whatever you're doing. If you're nerdy like us, then you know you should tune in. Thank you for sharing our world with us. Now follow, subscribe, and turn this up. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, scream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow. #1 geek podcast without a doubt.